Oh my God.
I like it.
Listen tight, because you might not hear it for much longer.
So tight.
Thank you for tuning in to the Emo Brown podcast, brought to you by Tribal Silk Cloud, the homies at Microwave, Liquid Death, 3 Punk Ales, and of course the Elwood. But hey, wait, there's more. Full Circle Group, proud sponsor of our weekly newsletter that will be coming out hopefully today. Did you guys get your stuff in?
I'm not finished, but I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished.
All you got to do is ask your AI, and she'll do it for you.
ChatGPT, the voice is a man.
My dog ate it.
Or should I ask it if it identifies as a man? I could.
Do it right now.
Let's see.
Has hablado con tu pinche AI? Do you like chop it up?
I have conversational. I go conversational with ChatGPT.
All right.
So and by the way, I don't know if they did some sort of upgrade or not, but as of recently, it gives you like a cool, real, just conversational, podcasty kind of flow. And I think there's an upgrade there. But I ask it questions, not like if I'm reading from text. I go like, hey, and
lonely.
I say, I do that all.
I miss you.
Hey, so I need a little bit more information about the such and such, whatever.
Yeah,
and then
for
it's
sure.
like, oh, cool, dude. Yeah, whatever.
Do you have the free version, or do you pay the $20 a month?
I pay,
bro.
But I've been paying for a long time.
But here's the thing.
What's up?
That's when you know it's a good app.
Someone pays
It's
for it.
fucking $20, bro. When on earth are you gonna spend $20 on anything that's not really like functional?
Does everything.
You know,
It does everything.
The Chat GPT is $19.99, but you get a lot of fucking actual use from it, bro.
Google, I think it's Google, but it's Notebook LM. Have you heard of that one?
El America. No.
It's Notebook America. And honestly, it is fucking fantastic. It's more for like deep work. And one of the features is, so basically you can upload a shit ton of links from YouTube. You can upload text, you can upload PDFs, and it'll break it down and like sequence it in different styles. So it'll give you a mind map, it will give you a synopsis, it will give you an in-depth breakdown. But one of the things that it gives you is a podcast. So every morning, let's say from my company, we get like a
Bella's Point.
Beer Business
Where
Daily.
you want beer named after fish, you come to Ballast
What's
Point.
your favorite? Ballast Point Brewing Company has a beer for you.
Yeah.
But anyways, we get
Real
we get an email every morning, and it's like a Beer Business Daily and stuff like that. Anyway, so I get these emails and I just throw them into the Notebook LM,
And it spits it out?
No. It will just kind of gather all the information, and then I'll say convert to podcast, and it legit sounds like a good conversational podcast.
All right.
And
which one is this?
It's called Notebook LM. I think.
America.
Keep me
Brought to you by
honest,
Guillermo
Barry. I
Gates.
think it's Notebook
Guillermo
LM.
Gates.
Notebook LM. Let's look it up.
Would you pay $50 for an app like that?
I don't think I use it. Well, I guess maybe it's the cart before the horse kind of deal. I feel like if I did pay $50 for it, I'd make
Understand anything.
How much does this cost, bro? What are
your
we looking
research
at
and
here?
thinking partner.
So
Personalized AI is
Notebook LM.
upload your sources,
Okay.
instant insights.
You're just basically, it's like ChatGPT. Like I've told ChatGPT what books I've read and I enjoy, what style of music, songs I
it's just kinda
like, what
different.
movies, actors, jumbles it all together. And I say, I like listening to this kind of comedy. These are some of my favorite comedians. And then I said, listen to the Emo Brown podcast and just talk to me like that. And full mind talk to me in slang. Y todo. ¿Qué onda, compa? ¿Qué rollo, compa? ¿Qué anda pasando? Like, I don't want to even bring it up right now because I don't know what the fuck.
It's listening already.
Yes.
And he's just, or she's just waiting.
Yeah. And I asked, what's your name? You could call me Luna, but in a feminine voice because it identifies as a female, I guess.
How do you know?
She told me.
She. Oh, she, huh?
My name is Luna. And I was like, cool.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
No, Notebook LM is different.
Okay.
And
Is it? So
like,
completely different.
So Claude,
Alright.
ChatGPT, even Perplexity, it's a little bit different than what Notebook LM is. The notebook part of that whole thing, of that software, is that it breaks everything down into like a digital notebook. And so you can kind of basically keep everything in your profile, and you can go back to it whenever you want. It's kind of like the sidebar, like in ChatGPT, where you can see the question that started that thread. This one, though, is more like, You're like fucking staring me right in the eye, Barry.
Are you high, bro?
Yeah.
Are you fucking high? Like,
I think-
what kind of a reaction was that?
Bro,
He's
no,
showing
because-
you respect, bro.
Dude, no.
You're
listen.
talking to him and he's looking at you. Why are you looking at me?
But he had that I'm about to laugh thing. I think he's looking at something. And he had that I'm thinking about something completely different look.
No, I was just looking at these the features.
Yeah, well, you're freaking out, bro.
Do I make you nervous?
I'm like fucking
Stop
high.
looking at me, man.
I'm like contact high, bro.
Well, yeah. To be fair,
You guys are very high though. I'm not.
no. I wouldn't say very.
I wouldn't
Okay?
say we.
Like no mamas. Yeah. For no reason, we were waiting here. We were recording a little later. We started like at 3. Normally, what, like 12, 1? We all had other prior commitments, but we're here pulling it out.
And I like
Your
it.
friend producer Barry, Emo Barry, for the people in the streets.
Ooh.
This motherfucker said, "Oh, we got some time to kill.
Oh yeah.
What
We've
shall
got
we
some
do?
time to kill.
What shall we do?
So ya sabes. He gave us some medication, and then after that, he started watching
Dinosaurs.
Bro, don't do this. I'm gonna tell you this. Alex Jones, when your mind is not where it normally is, es otro pedo.
the chemtrails.
He was having a little bit of a freak out, and I wanted to help my friend come down. So
Yeah, I was
put
like, oh
Alex
my
Jones
God.
on the big TV.
He out-freaked me out, bro.
He's just screaming
He
at us.
freaked me. Yeah, he out-freaked me. He out-freaked me.
Hey, Alex Jones will freak you.
And
every
we
day
were
of the
watching
week.
that shit and just having a fucking blast, enjoying it. And then out of nowhere, some dude knocks
true.
on the door to the HQ, delivers Taco Bell.
Forgot about that.
By accident?
I don't know. BJ over here he was like
Some beautiful
secretly
angel
planning a
knocked on the
date
door.
for all of us
Wow,
today,
every
bro.
angel.
It was a great. I liked it. Thank you.
You're
It was a good time. Now I'm here, focused, ready to go. As you know,
Dude, you guys are giving me those stares, bro, man. You guys
what stairs?
No, you
bro?
guys are like, I need to concentrate. Need to concentrate.
I'm in the zone right now. I'm ready.
And
to
then
go.
you come over with caguamas, bro.
Hey,
Saludcita.
per request.
Yeah. Well, in order to fully captate the moment, we're celebrating.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
celebrating
Another day.
another thing completed for Jeff Ginger Lozano. Go ahead.
I'm going to start my own class.
Tell us a little bit about
Start my own class.
what new feat you accomplished this weekend.
I am a marathoner now, gentlemen.
Dog. I was running.
3.1 miles, 3.14 miles. I did the rock and roll marathon.
How many miles is it?
13.1.
13.1.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot.
Dude, it's a lot.
Felicidades.
For me, it was a lot. It was my first marathon. It was my first time ever running more than, I think, 7.5 miles.
Was that hard? Oh, we have 7.5 miles. This sounds
Well,
ridiculous.
no, but I didn't do that regularly. I regularly run 5 miles. And then
Fucking-
I've gone to 6, and
5
then I went to
miles fucking sounds
7.5,
ridiculous.
and I think 7.5, I can't remember going more than 7.5. And so I just jumped into a 13.1,
Uh-huh.
and it was cool. It was, I could see the appeal. I could see where people get that fucking running bug.
Okay.
Or it's not even a running bug, it's like a marathon bug, because it's a whole different fucking experience.
I can imagine.
Dude, there's thousands and thousands of people out there, dude. And they're all in their running stuff. And you get to see fucking different people some are in groups that are there just to have some fun. Some are there to like beat their PRs.
How many of them quit?
Bro,
I'm going to ask the questions.
dude, mile 10.
Oh. That's when you know what's up.
No, that's when I started seeing bodies
The fuck?
Bro.
Bodies.
on the floor. Like
Oh,
literally
like
like,
legit?
10,
Oh my God.
10 people. I was counting them. And I was like, yo, what
Like
the
they
fuck?
passed out?
But like all are kind of in the same area, which is, I think that's just like your body's limit. You know what I mean? But people were,
Hasta aquí vas a llegar, cabrón.
bro, there was people passed out. There was people like, I passed a paramedics truck and there was like 2 people in there with
Really,
blood
dude?
pressure cuffs. And there was like
Like they bit off a little more than they can chew?
I saw at least 10 people that had gone to the side and couldn't do it.
Yikes.
Or, I don't know if they had to take a breather, stood up, and power walked it through. Some people got escorted out via ambulance. Dude, and that was
a
a half
lady in
marathon.
2018 that ran a marathon with a bloody nose. And
Okay.
Look at her.
Yeah, it
She was like
gushed and
Saw.
gushed and gushed. And,
She
did
was like
you
she's
see any of
escaping a
this?
saw chamber.
She never...
She won the
didn't
race.
stop to- yeah, but she didn't stop to clean it up. No, I
Nope.
guess you can
Nope.
if it's a race, right?
Bro, that
Like, people say they poop their pants when they're running, but like,
Who are
there's
these
bloody
people
nose,
you're
man.
hanging out with?
Not runners.
Listen.
You see the crowd
Every
hang out.
mile, because there's a bunch of signs,
Okay.
people supporting, everyone's fucking going, yeah, it's fun, man. But like every mile, there's somebody with a sign that says, remember not to poop. Hey, don't poop your pants. Hey, you might poop.
I wish I had that guy.
And I was
follow me
like,
around
what
more.
the fuck? Even during the run, I was like,
Did
is
you
like
poop
this
for?
a thing? Right? Like,
Did
do
you
people
poop?
just poop? No.
Okay.
There was a guy an older man at the race that pooped.
An older man.
He was an older gentleman and he pooped. But
How do you know?
As you do.
how do you know you're going to?
No. How do you know
you're
he
going to poop?
pooped?
I usually
Oh,
know.
because everybody was talking about it at the end. Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's like, I would turn on the jets for this one.
You know, like in Mario Kart, where you fucking hit the banana peel? That was his fucking thing. He's like, nobody's beating me. Everyone's going to slip on my
I'm going to win by a mile.
Toil rules.
Dude, it was tough. It was tough. I did it with my boy V-Rod, and he has some stamina. He's a good runner, and he kind of acted like a pacer. Do you know what a pacer
No.
is? So during the
strip club.
yeah, not that, not
a strip club.
No, it's not a it's not a strip club.
Gentlemen's club, is that a better term?
I would say gentleman's club. If we are going to refer to, I think some places deserve to be called a strip club.
One time I heard a hook or prostitute be referred to as a lady of the night.
Yes.
Have you heard of that?
That's a Tom Petty song, isn't it?
No, say is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is a song.
We were driving back from TJ, and there's the Deja Vu on the side.
Okay.
And Pete saw the sign and like looks at people dancing. He's like, I want to go Deja Vu.
Daddy goes to Deja Vu.
Have you gone to Deja Vu?
I don't think so. I think I went to Pacers twice.
Over under, you, strip clubs in your lifetime.
Yeah.
How many have you gone? I'm going to say 5. Over under.
Probably over.
Really?
Yeah, but not by much. Maybe like 7.
Why not 6? Why not step at 6?
I don't know. So there's been times where, and I kid you not, there's been times where we've just gone in
For
to
the
fucking
wings?
no, just for like a cubeta.
For-
And it's
For
funny,
the
man.
articles?
Well, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea just to go and hang out because you end up, you already are going to spend more than you want to spend, and then you just get fucking bamboozled by everybody in there. You get bamboozled by the chicks, you get bamboozled by the waiters, you get bamboozled by the bouncer.
That's going
Like,
grocery
everyone's-
shopping without a list.
Everyone's there just to take your money, bro. And so even if you wanted to just to sit there and even if you were invited and like, I didn't even want to be here today.
This motherfucker, look at him airing it all out, bro. Look at that. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to go. But
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
were at the ATM, dog.
When I was
who's the
younger-
smartest guy in that place?
Who?
The owner who bought the ATM
Hell yeah.
at the strip club.
Yep.
And then he said, you know what? I'm going to charge you $6 to withdraw money.
Yep.
You know, if I owned a strip club, dog, that would be the move. Just by lining it up with like ATMs. Yeah.
Conversely, if
more
I was a
ATMs than
stripper,
chicks.
I would tattoo my Venmo QR code on
Go
me
ahead.
somewhere so we can skip the middleman.
You'd be a horrible stripper, dude.
I'd be a
and I would be a
Bro,
and I'd be a worse
That'd be a
fucking
bad-
owner there, dude. Oh no.
Yeah, they wouldn't like that, dude. But,
Yeah.
But anyways, these Pacers at the race.
Pacers, fucking ADD. That's how we jumped on that.
So there's people, like I said, they're just to have fun. There's people that they're trying to beat their own PRs.
Like,
Like
get easy.
they it's fucking Steve-O, dude. They're there to beat off? No.
Whoa, bro.
No. They're there just to beat their own PRs.
Okay.
Personal records.
Private rarts. Go ahead.
And depending on what your goals are for the race,
Not to die or
not,
poop myself,
not to
dude.
shit yourself,
Yeah.
not to
Goal.
pass out, not to fucking roll your ankle, not to fucking puke, all that stuff. But
finish.
yeah, you want to finish, right? But they have pacer groups. So there's people that I don't know if they're volunteers or they hire them, but they have big flags with a time on them. So like, let's say that you want to do it in under 2 hours or at 2 hours.
Okay.
It will say 2 hours, and there's like 3 guys with flags, and they will run the 2 hour half marathon, and they're there so that you can just keep up with them.
Really?
So you don't even have to think about it.
So they're like the little rabbit at the racetrack.
Yeah, and they help.
Okay.
So when you're running, at least for me, when I'm running by myself, it's a lot harder to keep the pace that I want to keep. But if I'm running with somebody
Yeah, I feel
that
you.
has a fucking good pace or a little bit even faster pace, it gets me going. Like it gets me motivated. I'm like, oh shit, I got to keep up with this dude. And then after a while, you're kind of like, you're out of your own head. And before you know it, you've already gone way farther and way faster than you even thought you could.
And you pooped your pants.
I don't think I'll
didn't
ever
poop my pants.
run a marathon.
But I did
bro.
feel like I needed to poop in the very beginning. And then I got a little nervous.
What was your dinner the night before to load up in energy and carbs and everything?
So, dude, I did some research going into it
course you
because
did,
I
Rogan.
am not a runner, dude. I'm not like a runner. I run every
Jamie, can you
week, but
bring
I'm
that
not
up?
a runner.
Pull that up, Jamie.
Pull that up, Jamie.
But I was listening to my buddy Joe Rogan,
And he said-
no, I looked up some marathon people, and tips and tricks or whatever, and how to carb load and what you should be looking out for.
Did you tape your nipples
bro?
so they
It
don't
helped me.
chafe?
It helped me a lot. It helped me a lot.
Taping your nipples down is a thing.
Well, dude, on Instagram, I put, hey, any tips or tricks like the night before?
Nipple chafing.
Dude, 5 people like, dude, your nipples, hey, chafing, hey, fucking put Body Glide on or put fucking
Body
powder.
what?
There's
Body powder?
There's called Body Glide.
Deodorant.
Oh.
Yeah, deodorant. Yeah.
Vaseline.
Nobody was wearing fucking deodorant out there, bro. I
Baby
can tell you
oil.
that. But shit so that you don't chafe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you're running a lot.
How long was the Tough Mudder? I don't know if you can
Did
have
you do
access.
it? Did you?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
did the Tough
yeah.
Mudder?
We did the Tough Mudder. I want to say
I think
twice.
the name sounds hard.
Yeah.
Harder than it is.
Hey, what are you doing? Did you do a Tough Mudder this
Sponsored by
weekend?
Liquid Death.
No.
the Tough Mudder,
probably.
brother.
Monster Energy.
They are between 10 and 12 miles.
Okay,
With 25 to 30 obstacles.
I want to say it was like
That's pretty
11,
hardcore.
11 something. You
Pretty
know,
hardcore.
that is the most running I've ever done. Pero el pelo, which is why I feel like they're easier, is because you stop, dude. Like every mile, every half a mile, there's a new actual obstacle course or challenge you have to accomplish.
Yeah.
So it was awesome and cool, but running it straight,
They'll
that-
fuck you up.
Yeah, bro. I think mentally I'd be
I
like,
had to dig
wait, no
deep, dude.
mames.
This is the first time in a long. I don't know when the last time I felt that I had to dig that deep to not finish the race. I knew I was going to finish, but I was so close to hitting a particular goal that I didn't even have. It was just something that I thought about. You know, it would be cool if I did this, and I ended up doing it. So finishing the race was my goal number 1. Hey, let's finish it. And quite honestly, I wasn't even worried about that. I knew I was going to finish it, but then it was like, hey, what if I could do it in 2 hours? That would be awesome if I could do it in 2 hours. I looked it up. I looked at the pace that I would need to keep. I'm like, no way, bro. I can't.
What's
I
the
don't think.
pace per mile?
I don't think. I think to finish it in 2
7.
hours. No, it's like 9.
Oh, okay.
9 minutes 10.
And yours was?
Something like that. Mine was 8 minutes 40 or something like that. Anyways, I finished sub 2.
You're amazing.
Sub 2, bro. I didn't even think I could do it.
Bro, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man.
That's real
it was
shit.
hard. It was hard, bro.
Yes.
It was really hard.
Running scares me. You just said, I'm going to do it. And
Dude,
you
mile
did it.
5, the number one thing that they tell you fucking leading up to these marathons is don't do anything different. Don't fucking eat anything different. Don't try anything new. No, dude, I did 2 of those things. I ate a weird meal pack, like a carbohydrate meal pack, instead of like a carb load in the morning with food. It's just like it's basically a powder that has all your complex carbohydrates. It has electrolytes and stuff. You mix it with water and you do that before your race. It's kind of like a
Should have just had
pre-race.
a beer, fool. What the fuck?
I did have a little shot of beer during the race, but then I tied my shoes different. I know it sounds fucking stupid, but my homeboy was like, dude,
Joe Rogan.
My homeboy told me how to tie my shoes.
He was there. He didn't run it. He was just there
We
to
did
cheer
this
me
cold
on.
plunge with shoes, and he's like, you shouldn't tie your shoes like that.
My friend was like, dude, try this different kind of way of tying your shoes. It's
Yeah.
called the runner's loop.
Loop
And
it,
so
swoop it.
whatever. So I did it, and like mile 5, it started fucking my ankle
Like
up.
the ankle?
Yeah, I tied it too hard.
okay.
I tied my shoe fucking too hard. And like around mile 5, I was like, oh, dude, this is hurting actually. Whatever, I'm going to power through. No, it's getting worse, bro. And it's getting worse. And it was like the tendon was fucking getting really, really exasperated. And then I was like, this is going to suck if I have to fucking continue the rest of the... I might not be able to finish like this.
No, mama,
Yeah, it was hurting bad. So I pulled out real on the side of the road, indecent exposure on the side of the road. And I loosened up my shoes, came back in, and it was still kind of hurting, dude. So like for the majority of the race, I was like, fuck, man, this kind of sucks. But then you hit that, dude, I hit that mental thing
You
where
hit
I'm
the
just like,
perico.
let's fucking go.
You did it live.
A
real
little
quick.
bit,
It's like,
a little
hey,
bit in my
As soon as you hit mile 5, you just do a quick bump.
a little bit in the
I got
satchel,
mile
a little bit in the
10
satchel.
real quick, dude. So then what happened?
I don't remember.
Damn,
Fucking next
fool.
thing I know, I'm fucking victorious.
I can feel my face. I don't feel it, but I can feel it.
Yep.
Good on you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Big advocate for cocaine use on your behalf.
Hey.
Keep it up.
I recommend it 10 out of 10 times.
Damn. What's next? What is next, bro? 75 hard, check. Check.
Yeah, redid it.
The marathon, check.
For me, you're next.
Being a ginger and being cool.
Double check.
Those check, yes, bro. What's next, though?
You should do the half marathon.
Yeah, you can't even say without stuttering. Yeah, how about no? How about
You
no?
need to do the
How about
half
do
marathon.
what is it, a 5 kilometer, dude? Let's start with that.
Can you handle that?
Sí, se me hace que sí. Se me hace que sí.
Maybe. You
5
got that pop in your
kilómetros.
knee. You got to pop in both
Both knees, bro. I don't know what
Oh.
the fuck is going on.
He can run on his hands.
Will the sauna help me with
Drags
that?
his knuckles.
Will the using the sauna help put things back in place?
I don't think
No.
so. If anything, it probably loosens it more.
No way.
Bro, you're like a doctor. You listen to Rogan. You're like a #1 fan, bro. You're like a top subscriber, commenter, todo el pedo.
If I remember correctly,
Yes,
last episode, you're the one that said we're gonna do the Rogan thing, and like everything
should.
that Rogan says we're gonna do.
We should. I still
The
think we
Rogan
should.
challenge.
That's
I still-
biggest fan
I
vibes.
think
That's big
I
fan
listen.
vibes.
I hear things.
On repeat.
I hear things. I
On
listen.
repeat.
I enjoy it, dude.
I know, yeah. He's good. It's a good show.
informative. I like that there's at least one funny person on there, you know? So when you bring somebody, I'm like,
It's because you don't think Rogan's funny.
yeah.
Oh.
Like, who am I to say he's not?
That
funny,
voice
bro?
went real high.
Yeah, the fuck am I?
Me,
The funniest.
After
No, I mean,
Splurjo.
look at, I like podcasts general because I feel like it's introduced me to a lot of comedians that I otherwise would not have crossed paths with and be
Yeah.
like, oh, this guy's hella fucking funny. You know, I think podcasts has done that, and they keep you in tune with what's going on in current events, locally, abroad, everywhere,
I
bro,
agree.
across the country. Like, I don't know if we want to jump into the Yahwehs already.
No, but
Shit.
well, you asked what's next. Let's finish.
Oh
that.
yeah, go ahead, finish. What's next?
You
Jeff
fucking
Lozano, Pacers.
Hey, you have to figure out what's the next challenge.
Yeah.
And you said it was going to be based on something Rogan-esque.
Okay. Have you ever had a Zin?
No.
I want to do that.
Okay.
I feel it's like
That's the challenge. Have you ever had a
yeah. We've never done
Wow.
it. We've never
seventh
done
graders
it.
What a
right now.
challenge. You
Have
mean
you ever
just
tried tobacco?
redo a Zin and then
Through
we're done with the
your
challenge?
nose.
On to the next?
Through your nose. No, I just want to try it. I want to try everything he talks about. What if some of the
It's
things
nicotine?
he says is good?
It's nicotine?
I
I can
know.
tell you, Zins are not good.
They're not good? Okay.
I mean, you've had one.
So you
don't
already did
recall.
the challenge.
You do one.
I see.
I think
you
I-
didn't like it like I don't like it because
You
it
wanna be
just
the double
amped you
champ.
up
I passed
way
the
crazy.
challenge, apparently.
Yeah,
You
you
wanna be
already
the
double
I did
champ.
It.
You
I
want
did
a
it.
double challenge.
You're gonna have to
Hey,
read
we
a
could
book.
talk about Zins, but I don't think that sounds like a challenge.
No?
Well, what is the
I like
challenge?
the
I've heard
2024.
people talk about how high and just mentally fucked it gets them.
It's just nicotine.
People I work with, yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
okay.
there's different levels to it. And some dude at work said, oh, I took a level 6. Rah. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the scale of.
Dude, when I smoked cigarettes, I felt like
You
like a high.
Hey, you smoke cigarettes
For a
bro? You're
long
such
time.
a fucking degenerate.
for a
dog.
long time. Yeah.
Such a fuck. That's how your hair
I
turned red.
quit. I quit cold turkey though. When I did
They
quit,
called them Lozano Reds.
I would,
no
actually,
filter.
They were Marlboro Reds and Delicados that I would smoke at La Chavinda in downtown Mexicali. Shout out Chavinda if
we
you're
just
listening.
talked about that, bro.
But I would have Delicados. I'd leave my fingertips orange because they were no filters.
No, that's just your pigmentation.
No,
bro.
no, red is my pigmentation. Orange.
Orange is the
was
color
like-
of my
just ran my
energy.
fingers through
What happened?
Oh, I was saying he just ran his fingers through his hair.
Oh, yeah. Bro, what the hell's going on in
Gets
my
Cheeto dust on
fingers?
him.
The beta carotene. That's the doctor in me speaking now.
I don't know what's next. I don't know.
The walk to Asian Bistro.
We do need to do the walk to
Hey,
Asian
bro.
Bistro.
Yeah, he wants us. He's been asking, like, dude, what's up? Dude? I just want to see
We're still
you
on
guys.
that walk.
We got to finish that walk. I feel like I can't do
We gotta start
anything
that
else until that.
I ran
is
that
checked
distance
off.
already.
I know you did. That's,
Okay, so you're gonna run. We're gonna
Should have
walk.
worn my medal.
I'm gonna.
Bro,
Did they give
hey,
you a medal,
bro?
dude?
Can I tell you something, dude? This happened this morning. Fucking, They gave me a medal when I crossed the finish line. They give you the medal, and you think it's dorky when you see it on pictures, but then
Never that.
you're wearing it, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, I think that was like my first medal, dude.
Really?
Yeah, ever.
Do you need a fucking hug, fool?
Yeah, I got one.
That's how your hair turned red,
did.
bro.
I got it
No
around my
love.
neck.
Yeah.
I already got my hug, and it was on Sunday.
Good for
and,
you.
my family was there at the end of the race. I forgot to tell you, dude. You know what? You know what I did? I kind of cheated. So, at the very last, I could see the where you finish the finish line. And dude, I was going balls to the wall, and I needed a boost, bro. I needed a boost. I was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm gassing." So I FaceTimed my wife and kids. And dude, as soon as they came up on the FaceTime, that energy boost, bro.
Yeah, they hit you?
Dude. I was just like, I saw my kiddos and stuff like, hey, I'm about to cross the finish line. And then I looked, I'm like, fuck, about is kind of a long ways from here.
Like, Dad, we're watching Blue right now.
Wait. Let's make it. I know you have time to watch an episode of fucking Blippi. And I was like, shit, dude, I'm running. But it gave me that super fucking boost there, like there at the end. And then as soon as I crossed, and I didn't know they were there. I didn't know my family was there, and they were there, and they had a sign. And I was like, you know,
Look at
go
you, bro.
daddy. And I was like, fuck, bro. I got
They were
the
promoting a
heartstrings.
website?
The
That's crazy.
heartstrings.
GoDaddy.com.
There's space for sale. Wait.
Your kids are over there fucking marketing, dude. GoDaddy.com.
Emo Brown. And then And then so whatever, I got the medal. It feels really good. It's
Did you
hard.
cry, fool?
It's hard. No. But I got the
like he's
hardware.
about to
I
right
felt
now,
good.
though.
I'm about to cry right now,
I went
bro.
back to
I've never
Calexico,
seen a redhead
dude.
cry.
I was wearing it. I wanted
like
to go.
carrot juice comes out of their eyes when they fucking cry.
Bro, I was wearing it.
Ranch.
I was wearing my medal.
One night.
And I was just trying to go places just so that they could see my medal. And then this morning, bro, fucking my wife comes over to me and she goes, "Hey,
The dog ate the middle.
Hey,
You
listen,
can take it off now.
the dog ate my homework. You're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed
Yeah,
off.
no. She goes, hey, you're gonna be real mad. You're gonna be pissed. All right, you're about to have a bad time. I'm like, what? Fucking, she shows me my medal, the ribbon, the necklace part,
Yeah.
all cut up into pieces. The metal part was like gone way. The fucking thing was all cut up.
What happened?
My son got scissors.
Go ahead.
He just got scissors. That's it. And he fucking just went in and he went into origami my fucking
Fuck you,
medal.
Daddy.
Yeah. This ain't shit.
I will forever be your proudest achievement.
Yeah. You've never given me this much effort.
You will never be mom. Just jump that shit up, dude.
And I'm just like, dude, I got.
Did that bother you?
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah. Initially, I was just like,
That's the first medal I've ever received.
well, yeah, dude. I was kind of like a little pissed about it. And then obviously he's fucking 4, bro. And I was like, all right.
You smack him?
So it's
No.
not right that
you smack
Yeah,
him.
yep. Upside down.
you guys don't just regularly have like scissors that he can just use like out. Like he snuck these scissors. or was-
No, they were in the arts and crafts box.
I was gonna say we have the arts and crafts box, and now I'm rethinking maybe I should take the scissors out.
Well, if they're like real scissors,
They're
yeah.
child scissors.
Yeah. There's
Child
yeah,
scissors can fucking cut shit.
No, they can't, fool.
Not the weird wiggly ones.
those
where-
ones are the ones that
no,
kids
no,
used to
no.
have.
It's not those.
No, they're kids.
It's like the little mini
scissors,
ones, the
though.
little pinzas.
I give that boy credit, bro. Out of him.
Hey, fuck that.
He's ready
How
to
dare
fucking
he?
do. He's ready to do Thanksgiving
How
dinner.
dare
dude.
he?
He's ready to carve up that turkey.
Dude, he buzzed his head, and ever since then, he's a travieso as fuck.
Hey,
bro.
everybody's getting buzz in their head.
Yeah,
You said you buzzed Pete's hair.
I did.
There it is. Okay.
Did he get more travieso, or did he get more of a
he's-
fucking attitude?
Stays travieso, dude.
That's right. Hey, that's my
Boy,
Latinx right
that's
there. He knows those.
that's what's up,
Travieso.
Papa.
I'm gonna throw him a curveball. Hey, does he stay more travieso? Yeah. You're not gonna catch PJ slipping, bro. He's from the hood. He knows what travieso means, bro. Even I cut my hair.
The reverse mullet.
Yeah, bro. I wanted it shorter. It was time. Wifey
feel good?
Wifey wasn't feeling it, and I feel very like mobile. I feel like the hair constricted me.
Yeah.
I told you it was like the downward force or something.
Tu compa the prince. Compa the prince. He didn't seem too happy that I cut my hair. Tu compa the prince. Man.
Yeah, bro. That guy is hardcore though, dude. That fool runs and fucking.
What's
like,
his deal? He's got to finish. We have a
guy has
homie. We have a
energy,
homie.
dog.
Big ups.
Big ups,
long
finish him.
hair. Big ups.
Hey,
at PG.
Bardo helped me, man.
Yeah,
that,
big up.
that run that I put in with the dude fucking really helped me elevate my pace.
Why isn't
dude.
he here? I want Bardo here.
He sends whiskey.
He did. He said we can't open it.
Don't open it
His
until-
company, The Long Hairs, did a nice, bro, top tier collaboration.
That's good. Collab.
With an A1 brand. Pinchi.
Not the steak sauce.
No, let him know.
Hey, I'm over there with Bardo. He's running. He's putting me through the ringer on a race, and inside of his garage, he has a few bottles of the good stuff. It is a pristine. I'm not going to say single malt because I'm not sure the bottle
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, okay.
But it is a pristine whiskey. And the long hairs are all over this bitch. Bring the bottle here so I can read it real quick, dude. And it is as American as Jack Daniels. It is
Anna Berry.
Hannaberry.
Yeah,
Let
brother.
It Ride. 2010.
Oh,
this
shit.
is 2010. It's the homies since 2010, actually. So hold on. Homies since 2010. Straight bourbon whiskey. This is a 90 proof bottle of the good stuff. That's
Can't
right,
wait.
folks. 750 milliliters.
So we're not gonna drink that
alcohol by
until he comes
volume.
in here.
Hey, whiskey sipping
So
and
good.
hair whipping. Easy does it.
Oh, so it says that on the bottle?
Yeah, dude.
Big ups The Long Hairs. Rubio, Moreno. What's cracking?
Anyways,
dog?
Bardo sends the studio
Yeah, but we let
this
him
bad
tell us
boy, but he
about
says, don't open it
Yeah.
until I'm there to party.
I feel you. Yeah, because we've done some things, dude. We've done the 75 hard challenge. You just finished doing the marathon. It's time to celebrate, bro. What better guy to bring on here than fucking the Prince? You know?
Party with the Prince.
We're partying with Prince, bro.
That guy's intense, dude.
Yeah, very, but in the best way possible.
Oh, he brings those fucking
if you need
vibes.
if you need that daily like animo, like the foie, somebody to like just get it kicked off a little bit, that extra push too. Bardo's your guy, bro. Bardo digs
Bro,
in
you
deep.
set him
and
out. You set him out in the wild. That motherfucker fucking lights cars on fire. He's like, whoa, like Macho Man.
Was
I'm
he an
like,
Eagles
damn, damn. Falling off of street lights. But anyways, big ups to this dude. I can't wait to have him on the show so that we can fucking crack that open. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about.
Have you
that
not drank
whiskey.
since you did your thing?
Dude? The
We
biggest
got
regret.
videos of him drinking.
But like whiskey, like liquor, not just beer. Like, have you hit it hard?
The biggest regret that I had was after that half marathon. I didn't right away grab a beer because that's the only thing I wanted to do.
Okay.
And but we had to go. We had to go back to Calexico. We were celebrating the passing of my old man. It was his anniversary, so we were just celebrating the old man. And so we had to leave. We had to leave. We went.
Wait,
back
no,
to
mamas, you
Calexico.
didn't even shower, fool?
I showered and then we were out though.
Yeah.
But I had to get home and shower and then we
Packed
were out.
up, ready to roll. You were.
But
just,
it was kind of cool. The first beer that kind of like hit my lips after that accomplishment was my dad's favorite beer, my favorite beer, the Negra Modelo. So it was
Negra
cool.
Modelo, the Tyra Banks.
Negra Modelo. Oh, is that the Tyra Banks? That's the Tyra.
what they-
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
it
they
makes
call 'em.
sense. It makes sense.
I didn't make it. I don't want to take credit for it, but that's what it's called, brother.
Hey, but I'll tell you what, this fucking Kawama's hitting the spot.
Bro. Okay. So, wifey and I got married in 2005. We went on a nice little holiday to Mazatlan, I think for our 3rd year anniversary, so like 2008. And when we were in Mazatlan, I was like, yo, let's eat, let's do this. I said,
Yeah.
my favorite beer is Pacifico. I wanted to see if they offer tours at the Pacifico Cerveceria down there. I want to see what's up, what's cracking. Is that something you can go in? And mind you, this is 2008, so it's not like deep into the craft beer craze that was at like 2010, 2015 and all that. But these are old school cervecerias, bro. Like they've been around forever, and I've been drinking that shit for a long time. So we went in there, did everything, came out. What an experience that was. That really, like, I feel pushed the first domino down on I gotta open my own brewery, dude.
Shit.
Yeah. Like at that level, I was like, ooh, I
That
gotta do
trip
that.
made you see the light?
Yeah, because I had never visited a brewery of that mass prior to that.
We should go back there so that you can get the beer thing again, that beer itch.
I need to get that beer. I'm
Yeah,
having my favorite
yeah.
beer. That'll help. No, we're going. It's our 20-year anniversary this year in August, bro. So we're gonna go ahead and after I get her name,
I'll drink to that.
and some lips tattooed on my neck.
Oh!
That's what I'm doing.
Getting the lips,
I
huh?
think we're gonna go to Mazatlan or Puerto Vallarta or Cabo San Lucas. We're figuring it out. Taking the kids.
Go to Mazatlan.
The kids, bro.
Yeah.
They want to. It's time for them to go down the hood.
The old stomping ground.
See, they got to see what's
The
going on
ancestry.
down there. And that what ancestry tells me, No, we got to go down there with the kids. I think my parents are even going to go. It's going to make it a big trip. Dude.
Sick.
A big trip. Dog.
Sick, that's great. I've never been to Mazatlan.
Pacifico, bro. When in doubt.
I love this beer.
I've never been to a hardcore show. Ever.
Barry, what did he do to him?
Well, actually, he did it to me. I got a surprise text message from Steve on what was that, Wednesday?
Yeah.
And I was about to do some dishes, be responsible, good boy at home, night off. So I was gonna just help around the house, and I get this text message: "Hey, you want to go to a hardcore show?" I was like,
Generic.
I kind of thought he was hitting me up to be like, talk me out of this. So I was like, kind of doing some dishes. Didn't hear anything back. Then about 15 minutes later, I'm like, are you really going? He's like, fool, I'm on my way. So
I'm on my way,
Where
bro.
was this?
I decided to join him.
Shea
He took me to
Cafe,
Shea
brother. The fucking world famous Shea, man.
World famous.
Many historic figures have crossed paths with the Shea and played shows there. Rage Against the Machine, fucking BJ's
Green
North Star,
Day.
Green Day, bro. Like all of
Take
these bands.
Offense,
that,
Terror.
It's kind of like
All right, who did you guys go see?
we went to go see our good buddies.
Oh,
friends
you know
of the
these
show.
people.
Our good friends from Houston, Texas, bro. We went to go see live, bro. They hit us. They hit me up when they were in town. They're like, "Hey, you coming?" I was like, "Yes, I'm going,
They
bro."
look hardcore. Look at those
Yeah,
guys. Hey, look, he's mean mugging right there, bro.
Ahí te va, compa.
He's the guy on the
Latinos
right.
run
That's the way.
hardcore,
That's the guitar player.
motherfucker.
Dude, that guy looks fucking sick.
Killer dudes, awesome guys. Had a great time. Took them a case of beer. So I took them like 6 4-packs. Mixed it up so I don't know what they like. but-
Carded all of them, just so you know.
Yes.
Yeah?
They're all of age, bro. But they're fucking hella
I don't know, the guy
young.
on the right with that
Yeah,
fucking
even-
cool hair looks like, even if he was underage,
They're from
I'd
like
give him a beer.
22 to like 24. They're in that little age range.
One of the other bands had a guy who was 27, and they referred to him as Unk.
Yeah. I said, I got
Hey,
two
guys.
dimes on your homie.
Grandpa
telling them about-
Garcia's bringing over the beer.
I was telling him about shows that were happening at the Shea Cafe the year they were born.
Yeah. Young, awesome.
A lot of guys in that band.
Making
How many
it
people
happen,
were there?
bro.
That was like fucking
Six
people.
They got 2 guitars. They have the drummer, the bass player, the DJ,
Quadruple
and the
pedals.
singer, bro. And it fucking ripped.
Okay, are they like the
not too bad.
hardcore or
I don't know if you've heard them. I don't know if we can play it or
I don't
not.
think I have.
We can't play it.
Urge
So-
people to check it out.
So, hi, go. Follow Lie, do your thing, everything. There's a lot. They don't need us to say anything. They got fucking a huge ass
they're
following,
big.
bro. They have that song where called "Creepin'," where it starts with the little Ramon Ayala cut, and then it straight goes into a little bit of Tu Sabes. It's sick as shit, bro. And then from there, they have a bunch of other songs that I really enjoy, and they came out with a new one. It was
Wait,
awesome,
so you already
bro.
like these guys?
Yeah.
And you
bro.
just had never been to a
I've never
hardcore
been-
show.
Yeah, I've never been to a hardcore show.
a little
This
different.
is like a weird full circle moment because Steve and I had both like sent each other reels of this band. Like, oh, hey, did you see this shit? Check this shit out. And then like, oh yeah, we both sent this to each other. And then yeah, like we end up at the show like, holy fuck.
You know what's crazy? Power of the
Influencers are real.
podcast, bro. Power of the podcast. We were on here talking to Marcos and Sonny and Trey for POD, talking about it, and then this kind of came up like that, like organically, like, oh, dude, I've been checking this band out.
Yeah.
They get down, blah blah blah. And then Marcos was like, dude, those are my boys.
Hey,
Those
did
are
they
my
do the
boys.
Wall of Death?
What is that?
Have you
No, that's
seen?
not really a hardcore thing.
Is that not a hardcore?
It was more
thing?
slam dancing, and that was definitely something Steve had probably not seen before. Because
What happened?
the way you and Chicle were reacting to that was pretty funny.
Wait, wait, what?
What move was it? What
Slam
move?
dancing. The guys were
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, no,
They're
see,
just-
crowd
they're
killing
just-
slam
yeah.
dancing.
Look at there's a mosh pit for like punk rock music that I grew up like a Pennywise show is the first thing that comes to mind
Circle
for
pit.
You're all
the-
kind of
yeah.
together. It's aggressive, but if somebody falls, you pick them up.
Hey,
kinda
wait, no
shit.
mames.
I know.
These kids
I've
are
seen-
savages,
This
dog.
Bro,
I
fucking
saw a
karate.
dude. I saw a
It's
dude
like
hit a
karate
chick.
in a box.
I saw a dude hit a chick with like a windmill punch.
Yeah.
and keep it moving.
Yeah.
he didn't stop to say, "Oh,
The
ma'am,
chick-
are you
the chick
okay?"
probably took it like a champ too.
Yeah,
She
she
saw him
cried.
get
There was
his
blood.
glasses broken.
Yeah, and she got back in there. I was like, "En la madre."
I really don't get that one,
Uh-huh.
but that's what fucking people would tell me when they would see a punk rock show. They're like, I don't get what the fuck you're doing. That's the way I see these slam pits. But hey, get your energy out.
started with the real. Started with the real
Now we're here.
conversation, and then it just kind of put it out there. And then we shared the video, and they hit us up, and they said, "Hey, we're coming to San Diego in pre-summer." And I was like, "Fuck it, hit me up. I'll be down to roll." And then boom, met them, gave them beer, shook hands.
Steve
Establishing-
Garcia.
And we
Big
roped him
death
in
metal
for a
fan.
show, potentially.
Yeah, they're like, "We want to play at the warehouse." And I was like,
Bring the slams.
I
Hide
was
the
like,
China.
Say
Yeah.
less, bro.
Definitely tie
Say
everything down.
Less.
Yeah.
Everybody was very well behaved. These young,
They always are, though.
These
the thing
young
is-
ones.
They always are at those shows.
I wanted to see if you noticed this, but as soon as the pit opened up, like
Uh-huh.
you see people running from one side to the other, right? And it looks like these dudes are just running to go fuck people up. But really what they do is they run, they push the people back that don't want to be doing anything or
Okay.
don't want to be part of this.
Yeah.
And they stand in front and they'll have the fucking arms up
Yeah.
like as soon as they come up to like, do their spin kicks and shit. These guys have their arms up like looks like they're gonna fight, but what they're really
Yeah.
doing is like,
Protecting.
they're kind of protecting the crowd, like
Yeah.
they run the pit. So like there's an element of safety to it, but I didn't see if you guys were picking up on it or not because you guys were like,
But
"These
that
guys are
exists.
fucking
That
killing everybody,"
exists
but-
in the punk rock pits too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
They're
they're
just
just-
like out there. They're pushing people back in.
Yeah.
Bro. I remember in our punk rock pits, the skinhead going the opposite direction.
Why?
Remember that
He just
guy?
looks for
it was just
fucking
like one guy. I think he
confidence.
just
Yeah,
went to
it's
all
the
the
wrong
shows.
way.
It was like one guy, or like a designated skinhead that they would send out to go counter the flow of the pit, and he was just out there headhunting, dude. Like there was
Really?
no rhyme. It was like he would just be out there, boom. And he just boom. And he'd
Nobody
pick-
laid him out,
he'd
bro?
pick- oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
They get
yeah,
fucked up
after a
quite
while.
regularly.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, you're
you
giving this
def-
guy too much credit. Like somebody had to lay him out.
No, but if anybody fucking watching or listening has been to like that many punk shows, I guess there's always this weird fucking skinhead that is going the opposite direction, just looking to fuck people up. And
My
he just
favorite
thinks
move
it's
was
fun.
always taking people in that were like non-participating bystanders, like you're doing the circle pit, just loop their shoulder and run with them, and then they get to run with you. through
Oh,
the
bro, that
circle.
was the best way to make friends.
Exactly, yeah. You can find someone that's like they don't want to mosh.
Dude, well, I saw a video of, I guess it was punk rock bowling in Vegas this past weekend or maybe the weekend prior. There was some weenie out there wearing some sort of like Nazi paraphernalia, like on a shirt, and he got in and
peace.
bro, they fucking
Yeah.
escorted him the fuck
Was
out.
it- oh, yeah.
They were,
That was
they
like
were
a bike club out here.
I have no idea.
I think they're from OB.
they were throwing punches and they walked his ass
Oh, yeah, dude.
out. I was like, oh my God. First, why the fuck you wearing some shit like that, bro?
Dude, there's like a lot of everybody
they
there
wanted
is
help.
like
I feel like
super
they looked-
unity,
they
man.
looked for it.
It's like really unity driven, dude. Like everybody at least, no matter what, has that common most people at least, they have this common philosophy like, hey man, we don't go there.
Yeah.
We don't go. We're punk rock. We're anti this.
You
We're all
passed
that.
the line.
But
Yeah, compa.
yeah.
Because everyone came at him. Rightfully so, bro.
Dude, you don't do
play
that
stupid
shit.
games, win stupid prizes.
I had a friend that brought out the swastika because he found out that it was originally like a peace symbol,
Okay.
or something like that. And the dude was getting fucked up while he was trying to explain it, and it doesn't work. Sorry, you just can't do that one anymore.
In my younger year, I used to go to this little fucking club in Tijuas called Tangaloo.
Ooh.
Tangaloo.
Sounds
World
hardcore.
famous Tangaloo, bro. And look it up.
That makes a deja vu.
Tangalo and
Because
Porky's.
you weren't from here, huh?
I went to Porky's,
Y'all like
well,
from around.
Porky's, okay.
and that made me feel pretty about.
Awesome.
Yeah, it made me feel like I was one of them. One of them.
What the fuck?
What?
The fuck is
One
this
of them.
dumb shit, dude?
Well, because I went with a couple of
I feel
homeboys.
like a not redhead Mexican today.
No, you go in there and it's like Porky's, at least
Redheads
at that
want all of
time,
it,
was
don't
like
they?
if you haven't been there, you're like, you don't know what's going on in this place, dude. Dude, the first time I went to Porky's, there was like a fucking Kawama battle. They were throwing bottles across. I was just like, what the fuck? And it
TJ
was
was a wild time, Barry. Like I don't know if you were aware of that. TJ in the late 90s, early 2000s was fucking wild, bro. No rules. Straight
That's what I heard.
Wild West shit down there, bro. Whether it's cartels, whether it's dudes from up here going down there to do their thing and ultimately getting in a fight. It was fucking bananas.
dude.
So I would go to this place called Tangaloo. And
Tangaloo?
they had the best Halloween parties. Like that was like one thing you would look for. Like, oh, they're gonna have a cool Halloween party, blah blah blah. I went one year and these fools were dressed like fucking Nazis, dog. And nobody did shit.
Prince Charles.
Everybody was taking photos with them, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking wild, dude. Down there, no rules, bro. Zero rules, bro.
That's
It was
funny.
otro
That's really
pedo.
funny.
It was
Really
a
funny.
scary time. I'm happy that I
Yeah.
was able to cross the border and come back home. But now I have 3 little boys, bro, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, you got to come back home, bro.
Some of the most stupid shit I've done is on the other side of the border.
Most people's most stupid shit that they've
but
ever
and
done.
the biggest win is like, fuck, I made it across the border, dude. I made it back home. Because down there, wait, there's no
I've been,
guarantee.
dude, growing
bro.
up. Did you ever get thrown into the?
I'm not going to talk about
to the
that
tank?
because I have my mom listens. But
Here.
yes.
It's just as wild, bro. Here we go with the voice.
I thought you were gonna say something illicit.
It's a wild time down there. We've
Bro.
gone down there and just gotten on a sick one, and
Yeah.
then for no reason, people just be careful when you go down there,
Dude,
more than ever.
Dude, my buddy got drunk and his buddies were doing something stupid. So he got picked up in the whole goddamn thing. They sent him down. They locked him up. They literally beat him up. Like him and his friends, they beat him up like the cops or whatever. So this fool was already like hurting. They let him go. He didn't know where he was. So he found the fence and he just followed the fence, towards where he thought the
fence over the border?
The border.
Oh shit!
Well, you know what other fence? I mean, okay,
I don't
the
know.
border.
This fool made a run for the border,
The
dog? He
border
just-
fence, right? And this fool's already fucking beat up. He just got arrested. He just got thrown out. And he's walking, dude, and it's like a long ass walk for him. And he was walking, and then boom, somebody fucking stopped him and was like, "Hey, give me all your fucking shit, and like give me your fucking wallet and all the stuff like that." So they mugged him. And he's like, dude, fuck, bro. I just got that. No, give me your shit. And he's like, well, let me at least keep my fucking ID so I can fucking cross, bro. And I was like, all right, get the fucking whatever. Anyway, so he's like, fuck,
Hey, you
man.
play a good villain, bro.
No, but he goes-
I was in the moment right
Bro,
there. Get the
bro,
fuck-
Bro, and then he's like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
just,
Splurjo. Get him in the movie.
then he's walking and he's like, damn, dude, this sucks double time. And like another dude comes out, hey, give me
your
all your
ID.
fucking, and dude, and he was like, este way. I was like, hey, wait, I just got mugged back there. Wait, they already took all my shit. He's like,
Give me your shoes.
No. And I guess the guy felt sorry for him. He was like, oh, all right, Yahweh, yeah. He was like frustrated.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, all right. And they let him go. It's fucking
He got robbed by the Yahweh.
He got
Yeah.
mugged. He got mugged twice. He got arrested, beat up, mugged twice.
Yeah. If you'll get fucked with down there. If you're off the beaten path, if you're fucking around down TJ and Ensenada, Rosario, you will find Mexicali. You will find out, bro, real quick. If the law don't get you, the locals
Yeah.
will, brother.
And here's the thing: a lot of people get really, really, really nervous to cross. Right? They're like, "I'm not going. It's the most dangerous place in the world." And it's like, look, most of the real hardcore stuff, most of it that I've at least heard on the news and stuff like that, most of it, you kind of do a little bit digging, and they did something fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Like the people that got either kidnapped, the people that got beat, whatever. you go, oh, well, what? First off, what were they doing there? And second off, what were they doing there?
Look, we go to TJ. We go to TJ, but you have a game plan. Like, okay, what am I getting? I'm getting this. Okay, so I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
All right, going to get some food, and now I'm going to go back. Never had any issues. Never had any problems. After, like, everybody goes through that era of drinking down there, partying, having a good time. After all that shit, I've had zero issues, zero problems, bro.
Well, do you know to talk your way out of it, too?
I am good at the verbal.
Yeah.
I know how to, I've gotten out of a couple sticky situations with pocket change, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, wait, esto es lo que tengo, dog? Like, ¿tienes hambre o no, güey? Me la verga. Kind of have to get like a little brave every now and then. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it don't, bro.
I'm not recommending this strategy, but sometimes you just go, all right, well, then
Bro,
take me.
tengo
Take me.
$20,
Take me.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, pues we can fix this. I'm like, no, you know what, dude? I don't have this. I
Sounds
don't
like a
have this.
relationship.
What you need, I don't got,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah.
I got $20. Take
Bro,
it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Dude, they hit me with the breathalyzer once,
Yeah.
and I refused to take it, but I was like, I got pulled over.
Because it was in his mouth before
Yeah,
he
I was like, hey,
it was like,
suck and blow.
Starts taking his belt off.
Yeah, wait. And I was just like, it was the two cops, and they're like, hey man, get off your car. We got to search your car. And I was like, dude, no. Let me watch you search my car. You know what I mean? And it was like, no. Well, I'm gonna talk to you over here. I'm gonna administer a fucking field sobriety test, their version of it, while my partner over here is gonna search the car. I'm like, well, I want to watch. And he's like,
I'm into that shit.
yeah, dude, please, hey, give me your belt. Give me your belt. I gotta tighten my neck. And then he's like, oh no, like he's kind of understanding that he's not gonna be super fucking getting away with this shit. And he brought
Boy,
out,
did you pick the wrong redhead.
he brought out a breathalyzer, and he's like, all right, look, here's what we'll do. You take the breathalyzer test,
Blow
and if
this
you
thing.
pass, we'll let you go. If you don't, then we're gonna take you down to the fucking station. And I go like, I already knew it. I'm like, dude, this thing's either already gonna be preloaded at fucking 0.18,
Yeah.
or there's just no getting around this. And I said, look, dude, I just said, look, I was on my way for beer. There's an OXXO. That was the OXXO I was gonna grab beer at. Why don't you just go? Follow me there. I'll get you the cash. I'll get you money, and then you can let me go. It's like, oh, well, insulted. Oh
Pinches
no.
americanos que
Oh,
se
you think
creen
you
que
guys
pueden
could
venir
just
a
go?
comprar todo.
Can you this
Yeah,
OXXO?
dude.
This OXXO right here? This one?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
cool. And so,
Been
dude,
there, done that.
No. So he goes, okay, pues dale. And so I'm leaving, and I'm about.
Fuck you guys.
No, he left. He
Never trust a redhead.
He did a
Damn,
like
bro.
he just booked it.
Hell yeah.
He booked
Why?
it. Well, because he
You
knows
pulled the reverse Uno card on him.
I've done that more than
Yeah,
once.
it works.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't, BJ,
You get beat up.
woo, woo, damn.
You get beat up.
You got issues down there or nah?
Nah, I have only really been going in the last recent years
To
with Fernando.
HK for sure. Yeah.
No, I went once as a kid for some action
Chinese
gigs,
food is great.
and then I came the last like bunch of times with Fernando and Pete. So we just go like the doctor, and then we go get tacos, and then we go home. We go to fucking
Human traffic.
Mercado Hidalgo or some shit. Get some fucking some caguamas.
they're
and walk
gonna
around there.
kidnap me. I don't want to go. I'm like, sometimes I wonder if
You ain't
they
that
have
cute.
some hidden
They're not
money.
coming for you.
Like, are you some sort of lineage royalty that I don't know about? Because no one's looking for you. I'm barely looking for
Oh
you.
man. Hey, lie. Go fucking follow them. Like, it's a great hardcore band, dog. Great hardcore band.
Steven
Hell
Garcia, hardcore fan number one.
No, just I'm a live fan. It was a great show.
I thought it was
BJ.
awesome that they were implementing a turntable element, because
Yeah.
one of the bands that I liked was like from like 2014
cool.
or something, like what they were called Cold World. They did this like similar thing where it was like hardcore, like their style was more like the
Cold
New York
War?
Cold World.
Oh, not Cold
They,
War, like Cold War kids.
No. They have like a more like traditional like 2000s like New York hardcore sound, but they put the fucking turntables on top of it. I was like, that's sick. But I would never gonna see that because it's on the East Coast, you know?
Yeah,
That sounds
So to be able to
interesting.
see this and like, you know, see like the kids these days are still doing it.
Those kids.
They're,
Kids these
so,
days.
dude, they're little. They're young. I don't want to say little. That sounds almost like they're fucking amigo them. They're young men.
They're little boys.
No,
I
dude,
mean,
they're
like
young men, packed up their fucking van, grabbed their best homies from a band named Cable, brought
Sick
into
band,
the
too.
van. Sick ass band too, bro. Sick ass band. Both of those bands were just amazing. Loaded into a van, planned out a 5-week tour that takes them from Houston to San Diego, up and down the coast. Motherfucker said they're playing in the Bronx, dog. He said they play somewhere in New York. I think he said the Bronx. And then they come in all around. It's like, I tip my cap to that hard work, bro.
fucking
That's
dope.
a fucking hustle. That
Sounds
is that,
fun.
and they're slinging their merch and they're getting the money and they're, making sure that they get paid at the venues. I tip my cap and mad respect for them.
I admired their trailer loading techniques. I was like, you guys, you're smart. You put the merch in, then you put the gear in, then you put the luggage in.
Look at
Because
that.
everybody puts the luggage
Jenga-ing.
first, and then they get stuck taking their luggage out in the rain with all their gear and shit when they pull up the first stop.
Look at BJ, bro.
Terrible time.
There's an art. There's an art. And they know it. Lie. I
They're
gotta
gonna
check
play
them
here.
out.
Yeah, they're gonna play here. We're gonna get him. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get him to come down here somehow or some way, and we're gonna show him what the South Bay's all about, brother.
Damn, a lot of hardcore fans down here.
I'm
A
not
lot.
gonna send him to South Park.
No,
I'm gonna
unless you
show-
want them carried away with.
I'm gonna show them what the South Bay's about, but I'm not gonna show them South Park, dog.
I'm gonna be honest. South Park seems a little too hardcore.
South Park's a little too much right now, bro.
Yeah.
So we were away this weekend. We went to go play a little golf tournament that we've been planning, like a little dudes getaway, and we'll go and play. And I won the tournament. We could get into that.
We could pass.
We could get into that. But while I was away, I guess some shit happened in our own little fucking community. And you see these things happen all over like the country, and you're like, wait, that's over there. Like that won't happen.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that happened in South Park, where ICE comes in.
Buena forchetta.
They pay a visit to Buena Forqueta, and ICE comes in fucking
Guns blazing, dude. Or
Bro.
smoke bombs blazing.
tactical gear, todo el pelo. Like it's an intimidating look. And they wanted it all just to make sure that everybody there was documented. I'm not a smart guy.
I know.
I'm not very intelligent, but wouldn't the best method be you get in contact with the business owners and maybe request everyone's paperwork and be like, hey, does such and such person work here? Maybe they do it like, do you have to come in and jump out of the car?
Can't waste taxpayer dollars like
guns.
that.
You're talking about the civil, nice,
Shit,
and
bro.
I would say responsible way of doing it.
Right?
Not the way that I saw.
What is the purpose?
That's a
What
good
was the
question.
goal?
Dude, honestly, maybe the goal is fear mongering.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the goal.
That's-
Maybe the goal is, look, fucking my spaghetti was cold the other night. Let's use these guys as an example. This is what our organization does, and nobody fucks around anymore. It's kind of like, the Sentry, the guys at Sentry, they don't fuck around.
Yeah.
You blink too many times
Yeah.
for their liking, and they'll take your Sentry away.
Yeah.
They set a tone, and now you talk to everybody. They're like, oh, dude. They're all scared of Sentry. They follow every fucking rule.
Yeah.
They follow every fucking thing because
Yeah.
they're super scared.
Very
But
much
that's
so.
fear mongering, and that's almost like tyrannical. But
It wasn't
maybe,
even like a threat. It was a legit action. Especially I have
Looked
a cousin-
hardcore.
I have a cousin who went down to Tijuas, came back. I think he had like a fucking butt of a roach in his car.
Yeah.
No more Sentry for you, bro.
Yeah.
So they're not talk down there. They're action. ICE is no longer talk. Now they're fucking acting
That's
like
what I
some
think
weenies.
that might be the strategy. And I think that it's honestly, again, I think it's a bad look for the organization. I mean, unless they obviously don't care, but it's a bad look if what they're trying to do is to kind of make themselves or to justify what they're doing.
Bro,
and
they don't
stuff.
give a fuck.
Bro, it
They
doesn't
don't
look
give
like
a
it.
shit.
It doesn't look like it.
Nah, bro, they're coming in, they're doing the thing, bro. All of this money just to get a cook.
It's fucked
2
up,
cooks,
man.
3 cooks. People who are out there like legitimately working and trying to earn an honest living, and they're going after them. Like that just seems like an unnecessary flex, bro. Like I get it, previous administrations and but everything have done this as well in the past. But this is almost like doing it on a different level. It's like, motherfucker, you're trying to prove a point.
Well, it's kinda
Are
like-
you prefacing some sort of like martial law is on the way type of mentality?
Yeah.
Bow down to what the fuck we tell you to do, regardless of what side of the fucking fence you're on with this idea. It's like, this is what we're gonna do. And whoever's around, oh, you guys don't want to disperse? Sas, flashbang. Fuck was that? Sas, another flash. Like that's on just what's going on.
Here's the problem with that. It might work if they do it more than a few times, and it's gonna suck that
Yeah.
they have to do it that way in order for them to get whatever they want done. Like we have immigration, we have border patrol, and they come with their own fucking bag of flaws and stuff. They already get enough heat, and they go by
Bro, they
the
separated
book.
families.
Yeah.
They took kids away from their parents and they said, don't come to the US undocumented anymore because we will separate you.
And this is
And now I feel like this is the next step. Okay, you're in our country. We're going to come after you, guns blazing like you're a fucking felon or whatever.
But the community is coming together, dude.
Yeah,
The community is getting really upset.
I need to look into that.
Yeah.
I need to look into the other cities where this has happened and what the community response is. Don't go and read comments on any of these posts, bro. You're gonna get triggered. You're gonna get upset. It's a crazy time right now, dog. I feel it's a crazy time because, this administration is not lying about what they initially said they were gonna do.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking following through on all of their asinine ideas that they had. And they're going through with it. And
my
it's like,
question
oh,
is,
shit.
through all the uproar and the upheaval that the community is going to lash back with, if that's going to do anything.
No, like I said, man, they don't. At this point, they don't give a fuck. They're flexing. They threw flashbangs in South Park, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking at like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm assuming I haven't like looked at like the exact time. Like we weren't even in town, but we saw. It's like they're doing it during like peak dinner time.
Let me ask you a question.
Families
Kids
are
could have
out
been eating
there.
there, yeah.
Well, let me ask you
Kids
guys a
were
question.
eating there, dude. There was kids.
Self-admittedly, I didn't see like all the footage. I saw clips and stuff, and usually the clips that get passed around are the intense clips.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Was there any lead up to it? Was there anything that was happening? Like, did they just roll in with
Yeah.
their A-team truck and fucking go, "We're going for it"?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it looked like there was news people there prior or journalists prior. Like
staged. It was staged,
Well,
Steven.
no, maybe they like listen to certain apps
Yeah,
or they have
yeah.
access to what's going on in the chatter and they heard that it was going to happen there and they posted up because they came in very like incognito.
Yeah, but did the
And then
flashbangs just like
The flashbacks were, I believe, were after the fact. Doesn't make it any better. It makes it way worse.
Dude, that's like aggressive, violent
Yeah.
protest stuff that you do. That's when flashbangs come out, right? So like, that's what I'm asking. I'm just like,
We're going to dinner. We're gonna have a fine Italian meal this evening.
Good spot.
I'm taking my 3 boys
spot.
and it's wifey and me. We're gonna have a grand old time
Oh,
on
you're
a
going to-
Saturday. No, I'm just saying, bro. I'm setting the mood.
yeah.
I'm setting the scene, homie. And then this happens, bro. This unnecessary 3 arrests. What? Dishwashers, a cook, a hard worker, somebody providing for their family. Like that's crazy, bro.
Do we know who got
I have no
dragged out of
idea.
there?
I have no idea, bro.
Because
Article
what
says
if
more than a dozen workers, but it doesn't say how many were actually like
That's
duly
bananas.
processed or how many, were legit.
What's next?
I feel like I don't know enough about any of this, but I do know that that's not the way you do it.
Yeah, there's no way to spin this in a positive light. This is what we voted for.
Yeah.
This is what we wanted. Save
I
our
bet
country.
you the people that
save
say
our
that
this.
didn't even know that was going to be their style.
Probably. Like I and this makes me happy, but I've seen a lot of people that have been very like, hey, no, fool. Like this administration is gonna now like something like this happens here close to home, like in our fucking home. Like that now they're like, hey, wait, no segue. Like, hey, this is bad. Yeah, motherfucker, it's bad, yeah.
They're starting to go fund me for the
families?
the detained families. Yeah, the families of the detained or detainees and stuff. So I hope that it's a community driven, I don't know, response to this idea that you can just barge up in a peaceful, basically midday environment and get fucking war zone on it. And it's like, that shouldn't go no matter what, dude. Even if they don't even have that response to when someone takes a guy hostage in a bank. They're all out there. Hey, hold on, before we shoot anything.
Let's talk to him on the phone first.
Let's bring in the negotiator.
There was a church shooter a few years ago, shot up a fucking church. Cops took him into custody and took him to Burger King before they fucking took him to jail. They asked him, hey, are you hungry? Do you want to stop? Do you want to get anything? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, hey, let's
ICE has...
Did you just high five ICE?
No, there's a little
The
gnat.
fuck did you do, bro?
You have a little gnat.
That's how someone goes.
You got to clean it up. There's some. You got to clean those taps in the fucking
clean
in the
it up, bro.
warehouse.
You gotta clean up
they
those
got gnats
allegiances,
all over the
brother.
place.
You got
Is this ICE organization? Are they like do you know anybody from an ICE organization? Do you know anybody
it's a subsect. I believe it's immigration and customs
Yeah, but
enforcement.
what I'm saying
do
is,
I know
do you
anyone
know
who works
anybody?
there?
Yeah.
Probably. If we dig, probably. Like there's fools I know that are border patrol, and some of them are like, nah, fool. I mean, this is what it is. It's crazy because even for the last administration, like, yeah, fool, like they weren't about what the administration was doing then.
Yeah.
And then you have other guys now with this administration. Nah, fuck. They're just, hey,
Well, it's weird. I grew
doing
up in
their job,
I
bro.
grew up in Calexico, right? And a lot of people that grew up in Calexico became Border Patrol agents.
Yeah.
Right. And it's,
Why?
That's
That's
good.
true, though.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That is a good question. I think a little bit of it has to do with staying homegrown, getting a well-paying government job. It's an easy entry-level job. I'm not saying that it's an easy job to get or maintain, but I've always thought or wondered if there's some sort of like philosophical dilemma there for them, because a lot of our families have been created because of this cross pollination, I guess,
The
right?
only
And
thing I
so-
could assume somebody would want to get that position for, being of our background, culture, fucking ancestry, is maybe along the way they had a hard time with somebody in this position, and maybe they're trying to change
No,
the way
that's
the
a valiant
perception.
I think that's
of
great.
what that position is. Maybe
Best
I
way
hope,
to
knock on wood,
right?
light a
Best way
candle.
to fix the a mob of angry cops is to become a cop
Yeah.
and make
You
sure
beat
that
it
you
from
set
the
an example.
inside
Yeah, I
rather
get
than from the
that,
side.
and that might be it. And
That
by the
might
way,
be it.
a lot of the Border Patrol agents that I still call friends, they're fucking great guys.
Yeah.
and I've never really had that conversation.
I don't know
with
anybody
them.
from ICE though, bro.
But ICE is a little different. They seem aggressive.
Look it up, Barry. What is the main objective of somebody who has a DUIs? And find out if it's to throw fucking flashbang grenades in a community like where families are just hanging
Encrypt
out.
your computer.
Yeah, please.
Hacking the mainframe now. Hacking.
Jamie, can you pull this up? All right,
ICE's
what?
primary objective is to protect America from cross-border crime
All
and
right.
illegal immigration that threaten national security from public safety.
What are they doing from back there in the restaurant? Are they throwing plates at customers? What kind of a fucking threat and public safety is ICE coming in with gun? A dude had a grenade launcher.
Oh shit, that's not funny, but it is kind
Fool
of
had
funny.
a grenade
a
launcher. It's
spicy
like, what
meatball.
is going on? What is really going on? I think you're onto it. I think you had the right call. Is that they're letting you know this is how
Yeah.
it's going.
It's
And
a
this isn't
flag.
an isolated event
now.
either. Like, it's been
No.
happening
It
downtown.
happened
They've
in
been getting
fucking
the
Florida?
hot dog vendor
Okay,
guys.
he's talking
They've been
San
getting
Diego,
people on
right.
beaches.
Yeah, yeah.
They've been getting people
Bro, they went
left
after
and right
the
in a
Petco
way that's
vendors,
crazy.
perro.
Yeah.
Unreal.
That
And one
is-
lady you can hear like in
petty.
the background saying like, "Why are you coming after us?" Like there's like legit drug dealers who are here
Yeah.
that you should be going for. Or
They're
there's
already
legit-
in the system.
Yeah, there's like legit
it's a good
felons and criminals and violent offenders that you guys should be tackling first. They're just kind of like making an example. They're dropping dick.
Yeah, that's it.
They're dropping dick.
That's
And they
it.
want people to know like, hey, here it is.
But the thing is I don't know, talk to your restaurant owners and stuff and talk to people that are in that same position.
I have.
And it's working. It's working. They're nervous.
Yeah.
They're nervous. They're like, shit, man. Like, okay, hold on. Does my team have to worry about this? Do the people there's plenty of them that are going to be kind of like sucked into that mix, just basically on profile, that are perfectly legal, that probably have their papers, that will can present them if they ask, but they're going to get detained. They're going to be brought in.
Exactly.
And they're going to be, unfortunately, they're going to be like the what is it called? The bystanders, innocent bystanders of this whole fucking
No one is
thing.
above this
And it's
in
all the
this
optics.
situation, bro. No one is above this because each one, well, at least on this side, I'm not talking about tu sabes a ya que, but on this side of the fucking episode, everybody is here because somebody's relative crossed the border.
Mine crossed an ocean.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Take it easy, Pilgrim. Take it easy. Wait,
No, this is
We know what you did at
we
Plymouth.
were on
this
Plymouth
is post
Rock.
Pilgrims. We were running from shit too. Okay.
Hey,
Fucking
look, we
Polish
brought a
people during
turkey.
World War II. Look that up.
Dude, yeah.
Here's a
Yeah,
blanket.
Barry, shit, relax. But yeah, you know, it's like, fuck, you made me. The frogs are gay. Oh, dude, he made
All
me
those
look like
frogs
that.
are gay.
They turn the friggin' frogs gay.
There he is. Don't watch him when you're on a different mindset if you're high with the marijuana, dude.
Yeah,
It's
there
actually
is a gay
hilarious.
bomb.
It's actually hilarious, actually, if you listen to Alex Jones.
So what's
Look
up?
that
Did Buena Forchetta or Forchetta,
Forchetta.
whatever? Do they have to shut down?
I don't know if they have to, bro, but they did.
They shouldn't. They
They-
should say, hey, they're going to get so much support.
They will. They agree.
And I'm not saying to use it as a money grab.
don't-
I'm just saying, hey, look.
I'm speaking out of ignorance because I don't know how much of the workforce was removed. Maybe it wasn't a close because we're showing this. Maybe it was a forced close. Like, hey, we don't really have anybody here.
Yeah.
Could
Well,
be a lot of things, bro.
well, you can fucking anybody that says that. Oh, I didn't even know that this was going on in this industry. They're
You can't
full
take a
of
you can't-
shit.
You can't take a blind eye anymore.
They're full of shit, and you know that some of the best meals of your life have been prepared by people that may or may not should have the legal documents to be here, but they're fucking doing it right.
You want to make a change on something like this? Like if you don't want these kinds of trends to continue and become common practice and ultimately just become, this is just how it's done now, you got to look very carefully at the upcoming local elections and see who actually read, study, and pay attention to what you're voting for now, bro. Barry and I have harped on this a shit ton. We ad nauseum where we're like, hey, the fucking big picture president shit, yeah, it matters, but it matters more locally.
Yeah.
Like, who are you putting into these city council member positions? Who are you putting into these local government, city government jobs? You know, who is our, upcoming for mayors? Who is upcoming for county supervisors? Pay attention.
Well, good
Make
question.
a wise decision.
So, I mean, that's a good point. What's our current administration? What are their views on this
Everyone's been
circumstance? Well, I get that because I feel like
everybody gave the little fucking, hey AI or hey ChatGPT, how do I respond to this event currently and make sure I don't step on any toes? Well, say this, and I feel like that's kind of the response that people are getting. So I don't know, man. There's been some politicians that have come out and denounced it and said this and said that, and there's other politicians that have kept quiet.
And or are they being circumvented by the next kind of organizational chart, right? Where it says, hey, keep your mouth shut. You're not going to do anything.
Yeah. That's a thing, huh? Like real shit.
Bureaucracy
Is that a thing,
and
bro?
dirty politics is just a thing. That's just what it is.
Like, I'm naive, like thinking, oh, that's
Well, me too. It's not
that's
like
big government shit. That's not local government shit.
No, bro.
But it is.
No, bro. It
fucking
may
is,
be
bro.
worse in certain districts or states
We
at
don't
the
have
local level.
We don't have the best reputation in Southern California when it comes to city governments, bro. A lot of corruption, a lot of money exchange. So it's like, you just gotta pay attention.
Hey, well, you've had a few people in that seat, or at least running for that seat.
Yeah.
And you've seen and been able to have at least a conversation with them and get an idea of who they are, but also
it's important, bro, because it affects me directly. I have kids in this community. We have businesses in this community. Like, each one of them contingently relies on who is in charge and who is pressing and pushing certain agendas. I did it out of necessity. It was awesome. It's a great service that let's bring in this politician and ask him, where do you stand on this? How do you do this? What do you feel? Why do you want to do this in our city or in our community, in our district? That's for all of us to take that and legitimately process it and see where it falls on your spectrum of like what you feel is right or wrong. Like, that's what I feel like we're doing and it works. I'm just being that first person, like, hey,
Steve-O for mayor.
I'm like really curious, dog. Like, what do you feel about this? And then, it's like, all right, cool. Like, now everybody knows where you stand on that and we can make a legit educated decision.
Yeah, but at what point are they telling you exactly what they feel?
Yeah, well, they're
which may or may not be. They're slithery. They're slithery. They know how to bob and weave a lot of these
What's
questions.
the move, though?
I don't know what the move is.
What is the move? How do you circumvent, block, stop, move forward, literally make things great again?
Whoa!
The right way, which would be the left way.
Let's get him a red hat.
Which would be the left way.
No way.
No, tampoco way.
No
mames
way.
No mames way. The no mames way.
Hey,
I feel common sense out the window, bro.
I think there's only one answer.
Go ahead.
Emo Brown.
All
right. Now,
bro, everybody be high.
Steve-O.
Everybody would be rolling around with a kawama.
Go on.
Hey, Julian, how many votes do you think Steve-O would get if he ran for mayor?
I can't run a marathon. What the fuck you want from me, dude?
I've written him in for the last 2 elections.
Yeah, oh, shit. Yeah, BJ's been writing me in on that shit.
All right. What about the PTO
we need a-
president or whatever?
We need to bring some
How about
of those.
crosswalk guy?
Hey,
Nothing.
they reported me once in elementary school, bro.
You're not supposed to be within 12 feet of.
I almost cried, bro. Like, I was kind of being a bully to, like, maybe just talking shit to somebody. I think.
Oh,
I was
you don't say, really?
I was like in
No, I
fourth
don't
grade,
get it.
third grade, and I wasn't even talking shit. I just said something out of pocket, like, "Oh, look at this geeky crosswalk," blah blah blah, like some shit like that. Not bullying, just like, "Oh,
Yeah, Alex
what a
Jones
nerd."
did.
Yeah, and then then the dude was like, "Hey, do you want to come with me to the office? I'll report you right now to Mr. Snyder." And I was like, "Hey, Playboy."
Mr. Snyder.
I was like, "Hey, Playboy, like, English is my second language. Chill out, perro." And he let me go. But I was scared. So sometimes you got to push back.
Mr. Snyder will be hearing about this, Steven.
No sé si vive todavía, but big up Sam G. Snyder, dude.
All right.
Sam G. Snyder was my principal
Hey.
at Tiffany Elementary, so big
All
ups,
right,
dog.
all
I don't know where he is in life now, if he is in your life, but if he's not,
Hey, you know what? Not to sidetrack the whole thing, but I think on
really?
Yeah.
You know what we're doing all day today, bro?
Not to sidetrack the whole thing, but kind of in the same vein of the conversation. Listen, now that I have kids, watching them kind of like exit their different like, I don't know, academic little tiers of life, teachers are pretty fucking badass. I know it's like a trite thing to say, and everybody's like, they should be paid more, and but for real, dude, like the teachers.
How old's your oldest?
7.
You haven't gone on a field trip yet, have you?
No, she has. Oh,
No,
I
no,
haven't.
you.
No,
You.
but my wife has.
Yeah. Tap into your wifey and find out like how that whole experience was.
They went to the zoo and it was wilder outside of the cages.
I went to the Midway. And enclosed, not the ship that doesn't go anywhere. And
There was no escape.
That was the last time I went to war.
Bro, these kids are bananas.
No, but what I'm saying is like you gave up to Mr. Snyder. I really feel like you want to know the answer, I guess. We were talking about what's the answer to all this stuff like that. Dude, honestly, it sounds fucking hippy dippy, but it does start at that level, dude, at the elementary level, dude, at the school level. I think teaching in a weird way, teaching a little bit more empathy skills. I don't know, like harping on kind of what it means to be a good person and to have understanding about the complex society that we live in, and having them grow up through a system that they're being constantly reminded that people are people, and then there's hardworking people, and then there definitely exists evil, and you should always watch your back for bad people, but just because they don't fit some sort of already predetermined narrative, or they don't have documentation, things like this, doesn't necessarily mean that you can treat them like dirt.
So you're saying throwing a mom inside of the back of a confined truck and taking her kid from her is not the right way to do it.
Yeah, and I think kids should know that. I think you should know that. You should know that that's happening, and you should know that from an early age. The media,
right?
Hey, the media has no problem showing and showing all these stories and all of these scenes of inhumanity on the news. It's not like you have to log in your date of birth so that you can watch MSNBC. So my kids have seen the news. When I'm watching the news, they're watching this. Why are they too young to understand that that's,
you're right, bro.
you know, that's
right.
not what we do. The onus is on us as parents to tell them, right? That's fine. But as a lot of people will remind you when they're talking about the pay grade that these teachers have, that they should be paid more, and I agree with that. Oh, well, they spend more time with us than they do with even the parents.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that. I think then that should carry on too. That lesson in empathy, that lesson in humanitarianism, I think needs to be carried on by the schools, by the teachers, and in a weird way, you do that long enough, and you're disciplined enough and consistent enough, and maybe you do get.
Hey, there's some bad teachers.
There is, dude.
I don't know.
And then how's that going to be a standardized
$6
test?
pint still for all the teachers. Unless you've been convicted of a crime. unless you've been thrown in jail, bro.
Sorry, Mr.
Whatever his name is,
Okay,
bro.
damn it, I thought we were gonna get Stu
dude.
in the
Teacher of the year here in San Diego or in South Bay. I don't remember exactly. I don't want to fucking say. It was
I don't know if he gets an applause after.
I don't think you want to give this teacher of the year an applause. Who's in
I was just going off
jail.
teacher of the year.
Who was in jail?
Oh.
Yeah, convicted of I believe some underage interaction with a student and shit. And she was a teacher of the year. Fuck, and I don't want to say the wrong school because I don't know if it was a high school. Look it up if
I
you
thought
can.
we were shouting out Profe. That's why I was clapping.
Hey, as a sidebar, Profe is also a teacher of the year here locally.
Keep your eye on.
My bad.
Hey, not all teacher of the years are criminals, but all
And not all non-teachers of the year.
But if you're a teacher and you're in jail, you were a criminal.
I don't know, man. I guess
it goes both ways. You got to make sure that the people that we are letting our kids spend all of this time with, quality time, are also top tier people. They want to make sure they're vetted. Dude, Chula Vista in the last 3 months, 4 months, they've had 2 teachers that they've had to substitute teachers that they've had to here locally, fool.
They can
Here locally, acting
knock on
inappropriate,
teachers,
saying
but-
inappropriate shit.
The
We
amount
have friends of
stuff
the
I saw
show.
in training just to do the YMCA after school, before school program, like because they put you through the ringer. When you do any after school program type stuff, they put you through like a training.
Hold on.
all this stuff, and you see just how many instances and how many different weird ways it happens. It's like, God, was this happening when I was a kid? Like, is this like? Because it seems like when you do something like that and you see this shit, like and you're presented with the numbers, it's like that shit is everywhere.
Yeah.
I also would want to know what the hell these kids did.
What the hell?
What the hell did these darn kids do to these teachers? I seen videos online where the viral clip will be like a teacher going, "Listen, you little shit," or something like that, right? And then somebody goes like, on the comments are like, hey, here's the full video.
Yeah, run it back
Look at
15
what this
minutes.
motherfucker did.
Yeah.
And it's this kid just going complete ape shit on a
Hey,
teacher.
A kid swings on you. What are you doing?
A kid?
Yeah. 13-year-old.
That's like the Lie concert.
An eighth grader.
Yeah, I was like,
an
I
eighth
don't know,
grader starts
fucking-
swinging at you. You are
Grab
a
him.
history class professor, and you're talking about shit. And then this little kid just gets rowdy.
Yeah.
He comes out to you and starts swinging on you. What are you doing?
In the moment, you probably don't do anything but fucking try to defend yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're getting
I probably swing back. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Just
I'm
fucking,
asking
like,
you. You're not the teacher of the
Unfortunately,
year.
you
obviously.
signed
Like-
paperwork
like-
and contracts saying
Let's talk
you
about
wouldn't
this. Let's
swing
talk
back.
this through.
It's like
Let's
number
talk
one
this
rules.
through.
So you just cover up and you fucking call for
Take
backup.
it like a
That's
champ.
all you can do. Like
Even
that
if
is-
they're in high school?
especially if they're in high school.
What if they're 18 and in high school?
It doesn't matter. If you are a teacher or
Yeah.
an after school worker, like you legit, everybody does.
I
it.
get it. If you're gonna do the across the board one rule, if they're in first grade as opposed to being in fucking 12th grade and they swing at you, you have the same response. I don't know. If some fucking grown ass man at this point is fucking swinging on me and he's not stopping, and I'm just gonna shell up and nobody's gonna do anything. Where's the quick response? Why should I have to jeopardize my own fucking safety?
Take it easy, child abuser. No, what the fuck?
Sorry, dude.
That's
He's
a
going
crazy
into a
hill to die on.
Kimura.
I'll fuck a kid up.
He's getting a Kimura.
Joe
Julian?
Rogan says I have to kick you with my fucking forearm. No.
Julian, when he asks you to put this into the editor, you don't have to listen to him. Okay?
Oh man, I don't tell him to do nothing, dog.
Hey, I don't know, man. Like, what do you do? What do you do in that? and What do you do?
Yeah, nothing. I'm
You
kicking.
can't really do anything no matter what.
I'm slapping a kid.
Yeah.
Yes. Send that to your mother.
What?
Send that to your mother, dude. Damn, take it.
Take a glove off.
They don't get paid enough. All I can do is educate my children at home and teach them how to be gentlemen.
Why does it get
How
to a
do-
point even where the students are swinging on teachers? Though?
Right?
Like
That's a good.
Does-
That's what I'm saying.
I went my entire career of scholarly career, even a little bit of college.
Oh, excuse
damn.
us.
Motherfucker went to Trump
Princeton?
University. Dog.
I went to Harvard on the
Went to
Hill.
Trump University.
I went to Southwestern College.
And associates in
Even
Trump.
there, I didn't want to swing on a teacher. Like,
Why would you? Because you're not. You're
because I had normal teachers.
yeah, and
Like,
you are of a normal demeanor. You're gonna be chill.
I
I've seen
had
you.
dickhead teachers, and I had teachers like
No,
fuck
man.
with me.
Listen,
but like,
no.
I never like was
Yeah.
like
But
the only
Barry-
way to solve this, hit that teacher.
Barry.
Oh shit!
Barry,
What was
I've
it, Steve?
seen videos, dude, of kids fucking verbally abusing teachers and swinging on teachers that know damn well they know that they wouldn't win that fight. They just know that they can't do shit, and that's what they do. They verbally abusing the teachers because they know that once a teacher lashes out, it's going viral, and the teacher's gonna look like
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
asshole.
And the teacher should know that too, though. Like, you should
Cameras
know
are everywhere, dude.
Well,
you're
okay,
all being filmed.
fair enough. So what's the answer? You either run out of the room if you can.
I think
by
that's
the
the
way.
move. I
Yeah.
think that's the move.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is-
I think that's the move. You
Flee.
just leave the room.
pull the fire alarm and
The
dip.
kids aren't in danger. The student is fucking you up, dog. The student ain't
Not
fucking
me.
the kids up.
Fucking you up.
Okay, well,
I'm
he's
fighting
fucking
back.
me up. Okay.
Just remember that.
He's
Remember
fucking
that.
Barry up.
Remember that.
So the kid is fucking Barry up. He's not messing with the students at class.
I'm watching.
So I'm just leaving the
I'm just
classroom.
trying to talk it out.
Yeah.
you know?
If I'm no, don't do that. If I'm Barry, I'm leaving the room. I'm going straight to the principal's office and say, yo, this motherfucker over here is swinging on me. How do I
I'm the
handle
principal.
this?
I need
Like,
an
how do
adult.
how do I handle this? We're gonna have to
Mr.
reach out to
Snyder.
some teachers.
Where's Mr. Schneider?
We're gonna have to reach out to some teachers and see exactly here locally that we know and see
No,
exactly. what
Barry's
goes-
right.
Yeah?
You're not. What teacher are you going to talk to that's going to tell you? Oh yeah,
We just put the voice decoder on them, bro. We
Yeah.
put the little thing and be like, go ahead and you're gonna sit right there with the camera on them, and then you're
What
like,
do you do?
But if it
What happened to you? And then, well, this kid, he took my breakfast. And he just started swinging on me.
When that little shit
Oh,
wants.
man, crazy. I wouldn't want to be a teacher for that alone. There's a lot of responsibility, and there not enough pay for very little patience needed, bro. No, thank you. Big ups to teachers. All I can do is give you 6 other pints. I'm sorry, I can't do more. Get down and have a pint.
What a hero.
What a hero.
Thank you.
We didn't know we needed.
Why we all fired up,
I'm
dude?
fired up, dude.
Why we all fucking
I want to
fired
fight a teacher.
I'll fight a teacher, dude.
Hey, was there any teacher though that was like that you grew up in when you're like, oh dang, this guy might fuck one of us up?
I don't want to talk about this.
No names, but you probably will say the name.
I saw a kid get body slammed when I went to high school.
I saw a kid
breaking
get
up a
choked.
fight. There was a teacher there. I'm not gonna say what he taught or what wrestling program it was, but he was notorious for like being the first one to break up a fight. You'd see a fight, he was nowhere to be seen. He fucking came out of the bushes, dude. This guy was everywhere. And yeah, as soon as the fight started, he would like start breaking up. But I don't know what happened. I think one of the kids swung on him maybe, and he like just fucking put the kid to the ground.
Joaquin,
Oh,
this is
shit.
not the
What
way of
happened?
karate.
What happened?
The kid went to the office.
Yeah.
And
The
then
fight was
On
over.
a stretcher, dude.
Fight was fucking
And
over.
then-
Yeah. I remember we all were like, I'm not fucking with you anymore.
Oh,
in
man,
the
I was
intensive care unit.
in my educational years. I'm not even going to say what age or anything.
Well,
but
it only went up to like 5th grade.
in
So.
my, well,
So you just stopped learning?
That'll narrow it down to you.
Doesn't
In my
sound like a 75 hard
educational phase in life, I once got a teacher fired because that teacher in a some sort of group
an
meeting we
asshole.
were in, like, he kicked me, dog. He kicked me. He gently tapped me, but we were sitting down.
You probably
and he
did
was,
something.
like,
Put a
hey,
whoopee
hey,
cushion,
yeah,
a tack on the chair.
Hey, I probably was talking shit. I probably did something, and the teacher just like tapped me on the back, but with his foot.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He did the old soccer
You
fall.
don't
right?
do that to Steven Garcia the
I
third.
said nothing. I said,
don't
my
believe
bad, homie. Like, whatever. And then the next day, I get called into the office, and they're like, hey, did such and such thing happen to you at such and such during this thing?
Like,
No,
I'm
I was
6.
like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we have other students that said that they saw this happen to you.
Wearing the doll.
And yeah, pretty much, right? And I was like, yeah, it happened. He tapped me with his foot. He kicked you? I said, he put his foot on me. They
He kicked you?
fired him, dude.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I bet you someone
Big ups, man.
secretly, dude. That fool's just been waiting.
He
You know,
was
like
pining to fucking put that
he's
fucking
somewhere
Warache
putting
on me,
fucking
bro.
wearing lipstick in his little in his room.
Sideshow
Just
bobbing
with-
right now.
I
There's
ain't
only
gonna
one
call
name on that
guy.
list.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I mean, for me, and my sister was says, "Oh yeah, it's because you just blocked it out. You just mentally blocked it out." Maybe I did. Maybe it was a bigger deal, but it was crazy.
Dude, no Steven Garcia. You're either getting $6 pints or you're getting fired.
Yeah,
Wow.
así es el pedo. Hey, but I can hang my hat on a victory this weekend, dog. We
should
didn't
do.
hear the news of South Park live and direct because we were out in fucking the desert in a little mini golf tournament
how-
with the
Mini golf, I
homies.
love that shit.
Yeah, it was a golf
Dinosaur.
tournament on a smaller scale.
The windmill. The windmill's the
It
hardest
did
one.
not sound like a small scale.
We did 3 rounds of golf in 2 days.
That's
One on Fri-
impossible.
Dude, we did it.
That's like
We did 2
13
rounds in
miles
one
under
day
2
in
hours.
the desert in 105 degree weather.
que la chingada.
Dying. Not feeling it, bro. Horrible. Drinking beer, drinking water.
That sounds great.
It's just drenched. And by the time we're done, we were tip top. We were hungry. We're like, oh, let's be done. I won. That's all you need to know about that. That's all you need to know about that.
Tell us more
That's
about it.
all
You know
need
you
to
want
know.
to.
I won.
Yeah. What did you win?
Nothing. The opportunity
Bragging
to say
rights?
it. The opportunity to say it here. I won. This is the South Bay, motherfucker. Pa' que sepas. All right? Pa' que sepas. Big ups, Nate Aburrera doing his thing, bro. He's on the front lines of all things right now that are having to do with human rights being violated. You know, you might know him. He once upon a time, he was a locutor de los Cholos. He did the radio play-by-play in English for Cholos matches, San Diego Sockers, the Loyal, doing all things. Very big personality. But yeah, he's kind of like taking the forefront, and just kind of like really saying, hey, this is now you got to do something. And you do.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no more like I'm in the middle. It's like, hey, bro, like you got to pick a path and figure out. That's why I keep asking, what's next? What do we do? What do we do, bro? What do we fucking
Is
do?
that the end of your epic golf trip, though?
Yeah,
like,
fuck the golf trip. It
It ended. It
it's
ended
been
when you said I won,
minimalized, bro. It's been minimalized.
Bro,
Yeah.
it looked fun.
What?
I'm gonna keep
The
this golf
South Park event?
No, the golf
All
trip.
right. Más vale, verga, eh?
Que
Más
no
vale,
me
verga, eh?
gusta,
Hey,
not this
I'm
one.
just telling you, dog. I'm just telling you. People have questions.
about you.
About your legs.
Yeah, about you, bro.
Ooh, shit,
Hey,
dog.
listen.
Go ahead.
It looked fun because I know you wanted to keep going on that
Nah,
golf
there's
thing.
nothing much. I won.
That's
I went.
it was either that. I know. As soon as
Although-
you, what?
although-
you barely won.
Oh, no, I didn't really win. On
You
the
didn't
first-
really win.
On the first round, I literally won by like 10 to 12 strokes on everybody.
I bet you
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
Ay,
I
con todos los
take my
vatos,
time. I
eh.
do it right.
Y con todos los vatos, eh.
I got an eagle. BJ, you'll appreciate this. I hit an eagle, a true fucking par 5 eagle, 2 3 woods, like fucking what, like 560 yards.
Feels good,
total.
doesn't it?
Yeah, and then I put it
I'll
in
never
and
know,
finished
but
it. Yeah.
I bet it feels good.
Put it
Second
in.
eagle.
He put it in, finished it.
Second eagle of my very decorated golf career. No decorations, but still, it's 2 eagles that I've had in my life, and that first round paved the way for me to just kind of coast it and throw a tantrum and be dying of the heat out there, and I still won, and it was awesome. Big ups to the guys who didn't win, but
How many fools were there?
it's just 3 of the homies.
Okay.
Yeah. We went up, had a good time. Quick, we want to do it every year, twice, where we have the little in the homie golf tourney.
Ah, huevo.
Yeah, so in October, start playing your rounds now. Get lined up. I'll be like retaining in October.
Did you win last year?
And this is the first time we did it. We just
I thought.
we always golf with the homies, but this time
Oh.
we were like, hey, let's actually we're competing now.
Oh,
We're very competitive. We're old. That's what old men do, bro. I feel like that's
They
what
bowl
old dads
and then they
do.
go on golf trips.
I haven't bowled in decades. I'm not a bowler. It doesn't really appeal to me. It doesn't call to me.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
you would dig the shoes.
Dig the shoes. Now they're whack.
I don't know. You might wear those.
I took my kiddo to round 1, the Plaza Bonita spot that we were talking about last week. Very
Bowling
nice.
arcade.
Very nice
Bowling's
establishment, dude. It's bowling, it's arcade, it's pizza, it's beers, it's everything. It's like, oh wow, this is a good time. Went down there. Oliver's never bowled. He had his shoes on, doing his thing. Hung out with us. It's a good old time. But for me, it's golf, bro. I love golf.
Yeah, because no one's there but your homeboys.
Yeah, you're hanging out with your dudes, bro. We need
Just
a little
popping zins.
Zin and
Starting
out.
businesses.
Is that what? Maybe that's what we need, bro. Let's go pop some zins. Can you buy zins in California? Are they legal?
Yes.
here?
What?
I feel like everything's illegal.
You can buy
here
them,
now,
but
bro.
you can't get the flavored ones. And at that point, it's
Wait,
like, why are
so
we
there's a little
doing
truth to this. Really? You can't.
Yeah.
You can't buy.
You can't buy flavored cigarettes. You can't buy
Zins?
menthol. You can't buy menthol cigarettes either.
Yeah,
But
bro.
what about the? That's dumb. What about that part?
The what?
What about the? That's dumb part of
Yeah.
that whole thing. You can buy them, but if they're flavored, you can't.
Yeah.
Correct.
Welcome.
Because they're saying that the
You've lived
flavors
in
are
California all
advertising
your
to kids.
life.
I've never.
Bro.
They're saying
zinned.
that
I don't know what the fuck zins are until right now.
I'm
I've never.
talking about tobacco products, period.
tobacco product. You can't buy like flavored. What?
You were a tobacco
You can buy
head.
menthols, can't you?
Not anymore, homie. Not anymore.
Oh.
Not anymore.
I mean, I would smoke man
I'm
cigarettes.
saying, dog.
I was
You're,
Marlboro
Cool.
27s.
you're the big red over there,
Brown
homie, smoking
box right
cigarettes and
there.
shit.
Cowboy killers.
I think I've smoked
Rip the
less than
filter off and I'd smoke.
less than 5 cigarettes
At a
in my
time?
life, bro.
Yeah.
In total, in my life.
And you want to zin? You're
I
fiending.
want to try it. I want to try. I've tried the chaw. What is it called?
Chaw.
The
Cha-chu?
fucking the Red Man.
Chu-cha.
Is it called Red Man or what is it called?
Let's go with that.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
no,
whoa.
no. You put.
What do you
I
call
think
it?
it's called Red Man. Am I tripping? No.
That's
Whoa,
one
just
of the
'cause it's
brands.
tobacco?
Yeah, tobacco. The smokeless tobacco. You chew it. You put it in
American
your lip.
spirits?
I don't know, but I've tried it twice. I vomited 2 times.
Oh, you like the Sandlot? Well, you
Yeah.
fucking, I'm going to be
That's what
fucking
gets me going on
Babe Ruth.
tilt-a-whirl.
I didn't even go that heavy, bro. Like I was already kind of like nervous
Yeah.
about doing it. I tried. I said, woo woo, non pedo. Literally less than 30 minutes later,
Yeah.
yakking
Well,
it
fuck
up,
yeah.
bro. I ain't about that life, but I do want to try Zins. Maybe they're different.
I don't mind doing that. I don't think it's a challenge. It doesn't sound like a challenge.
I think
'cause
we could
don't-
pop the zins on our walk to the Asian Bistro. We'll get there a lot faster.
Okay, that's already the challenge that we have and challenged ourselves to.
And the weather's finally
complete.
nice enough we could do it again.
I'm in.
It's not wintertime.
Okay, that should be just something that we need to fucking check off. That is not the challenge that we're gonna.
We're going
Decide
to
on that,
need
yeah.
permission slips signed because it's going to be on a weekend. I'm assuming. Is it?
I don't know.
What works best for you guys?
Probably not weekends actually.
That's what I'm saying. Are we going to get here early? It's a 5-hour journey. We looked it up when we were like
I'll run it.
headstrong. When we were, it was like 5 hours to get from here to Hillcrest,
Yes, sir.
5th
Yeah.
Avenue,
Yeah.
what avenue?
Yep.
And we did it. It's like a 5-hour walk.
Just the
dude.
other side of the zoo.
Yeah. So either we leave from here,
Yeah.
From here.
or we can shave like a half hour to 45 minutes and leave from the brewery, or we can park 2 blocks from the restaurant and walk.
What was the what was the original?
From here.
Was it from here? It was?
From here.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
from
it was
here.
from here, dog.
Yeah.
Start a pilgrimage from here.
Get your fucking walking shoes.
Gupta, how long is
All right.
it?
That's a personal question.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were looking that up. What are you doing? OnlyFans? What the fuck is wrong with
Here,
you?
I got a
homie?
challenge for you guys.
What's
What
the
is it?
challenge?
Let's do it.
Ooh, you. I'm gonna transform this grave for free.
This girl got
wonder
viral
who's buried
flack
here.
for going on the
What's putting the
Instagrams and
nameplate?
TikToks cleaning like random people's graves. And it's not like just a one-off video.
I've never seen this before.
There's 2 people buried
cringy the way
here,
she does it.
Angela and Pasquale.
That's
True
Pasquale,
forever
strong name.
love. It says Angela died in 1991 and
Whoa.
Pasquale died in 1992, less than a year later.
He was heartbroken.
Wait, is she making up a story?
I need to make this grave beautiful. That way, their
Bro.
love can live on forever.
On
I'm
social
so
media.
lucky
What's wrong
I
with
get to
this?
do
She's known as the clean girl, and I can see both
Okay,
sides
let's
of the
clean
argument.
the cross
What
now.
is the
I
what
can
is the
see-
non-cool side of the
The
argument?
non-cool side is, what if she fucks up your grandparents' grave? Like,
How?
Some
How?
of that shit is old and like very fragile. You know, you
Has
go
it
to like,
happened?
Yeah.
she's not gonna post that.
No,
Why
but,
would she post a video of like,
What
Okay,
if she makes
but
your
what-
relative's grave better?
what if it was someone you didn't like
Okay.
and you didn't want that shit to be seen? You're like, they're buried, leave them there.
Yeah. She didn't dig
She's
them
not
up.
asking permission. She's just going out and doing this shit. So that's what got the flag.
So you hate meter maids. The guys that go or not, who are the good ones? The ones that go and the meter maid fairies.
Oh, I love them.
Okay. So she's doing the same. She's cleaning.
No.
I don't know. I guess
I don't
you
know-
can
I don't know
spin
if
it.
They're
that's the
saving me
same
from a
thing,
ticket.
but-
In this case, she's just like appropriating your loved ones.
For the clicks.
Yeah.
Okay,
I see
here's the
that. I
question.
see that.
And like making stories like she's like, oh, and so Lourdes has died. And I wonder if she had a dog. I wonder if she was cute. I wonder what kind of boy she was into. Like,
So
just
so that's
stupid
what
shit for
happens.
clicks. Yeah.
If you're taking a random stroll through a cemetery, I guess if you're
That
doing
does happen, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. People just have their stories. They look and they go, oh, that's great. Because people are interested. She's interested. She's taking it a step up by saying, hey, I'm beyond interested. I kind of want to, freshen this place up. Maybe add a little succulent here or
Yeah.
there. I think it's weird. I don't
Yeah.
think it's
I think she's coming from a good place, but I think maybe her personality is making it seem as if like kind of cringe. Like you're literally doing. For the
What if that
likes.
place is strictly a place of sales because she uses the same pink spray on foamy bullshit on every video?
that's the way you do it though.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
That's the way you fucking do it.
If you're gonna do it for clicks, you might as well do it for fucking
Hey,
money.
you know what they're not doing? You know what they're not doing? They're not cleaning fucking cemeteries and talking about dead people. That is like, she's an entrepreneur. Go her. Shark Tank. Right there. Go on
Fucking
Shark
long
Tank.
hairs, dude. Bringing up that we were in Julian a couple weeks ago, and
Eating pie?
Getting pie, punch of pie, and we went to the cemetery there, bro.
Oh, so
That
what?
cemetery-
Did you clean
yeah.
anything while you're there? Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
lazy fuck?
I learned about something. I learned that first there was a bunch of like coins on top of the tombstones, headstones, whatever
Yeah,
they're called.
yeah, yeah.
You
So I
don't touch
looked it
those.
up and I was like, what's going on with this? And they're like, dude, what is it? Don't touch it because we don't know what the fuck that means or what it's about. So I looked it up and it might be a military heavy grave site because the oldest grave there is like from 1840 something in Julian. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you start reading and it says, okay, if you put a penny on there, you went to boot camp with this guy. Or you knew,
that's cool.
yeah, you knew this soldier.
Yeah.
If you put a nickel on it, you went to boot camp. If you put a dime on there, you were in battle with him. If you leave a quarter there, you were there when the person passed.
That's
So it's
pretty
like
crazy.
Yeah, so it's like levels of like what was your relation to this person, while they were living. And now we just kind of started walking around, boom, 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 boom. And then there was this other gravesite, and it was a young lady from up there, and she had the same birthday of mine. So I was like, oh, that's crazy. So I put a rock on there. I think it was out
Wait,
of respect.
did you make that one up?
No, like it was out
You
of
put
like,
$1 on there and you killed that person.
damn fool. Fucking out of nowhere.
Wait, you just put a rock? Hey, is he tampering? Is he tampering
You're
with
a motherfucker. Out of respect, it's like, oh, okay, like you put a rock on there, apparently.
You're gonna freak people out.
Is that bad?
I don't know.
Fuck.
You made it up.
No, that's real.
The Rock?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
the Rock. What the Rock means?
Look
what?
it up again. I think I meant out of respect because I put a rock on there, a nice rock
okay.
that they had there. Because the young lady who passed, I believe she either passed on my birthday or she has the same birthday as I do. Because it had the same day on it. So I was like, and it was a very nice and shiny and almost newish, because it was newish headstone. So I was like, it was very eye-catching. We're like, oh, what is this? And we saw it.
Let's see.
Leaving coins on a gravestone, blah, 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 blah. No, give me the freaking rock.
There is no rock on that.
Yeah, pebble, rock on a gravestone, whatever. Remember,
let's
placing
see.
stones, particular pebbles on a gravestone, a common practice in many cultures within the Jewish tradition to show
Hey, look at
respect,
you.
Shalom.
respect and remembrance for the deceased.
Okay.
That is why we did it. I was like, you know what? This,
Motherfucker said we.
my kid, one of my boys and I did it. We're like,
just put rocks
it
on
just,
all
it just- no, we're not sure. We're not savages.
Hey, respect.
you were born on my day,
Respect.
or you passed on my day. either way, it was like the day my birthday was of huge significance in the positive or the negative for us. So I was like, oh, you know what? Boom. It called to me. And then I got there and I said, oh, it's on my birthday.
I think that's cool.
Right?
I think that's cool. Don't cemeteries have groundskeepers? Don't they already have people that already kind of
Bro, have
fuck
you
with
never
shit
been?
and
Have you
maintain-
been? Have you been to
maintain
the
stuff?
Julian one?
No.
Bro, that is almost like it's not abandoned, but it's very like just out on a hillside.
But I thought there was guys or girls that go out there and they kind of like
Maybe.
they sweep it up already. Like if you're one of those guys, well, I want this thing to be dirty. I don't want anybody fucking with it. It's like, well, the groundskeepers already do that.
I'm sure there are some like that, but there's so many cemeteries and there's so many old cemeteries.
Those guys
It's
probably
like-
want to hire the clean girl. And
But yeah, I mean
like-
that's what like the nice thing about what she's doing is, let's say it's like an elderly person going to visit the grave, they can't clean it themselves. They
Yeah,
come
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's a surprise, they nice gravesite, but still, I think
look,
you should definitely like reach
I could
out.
I could see that maybe from a family's perspective, maybe that's something that they want to take care of. It's something intimate. Hey, we're gonna go. We want to maintain it. It's something that we get to do for our deceased family member, whatever. But if somebody else does it for you, like my I wasn't able to go this year, but my sisters went to my dad's tombstone, and I don't know what they did, but my sister was like, yeah, they used some sort of acid thing on the
Your sister
plate.
did acid on your dad's fucking
Oh, yeah, I'm like,
tombstone.
hey, whoa, the
What does that mean?
disrespect.
It's like
That's what-
rocks.
yeah, look that up.
No,
What
no,
happens-
it must have been that. It must have been like that elevated CLR or whatever the fuck. And then, and quite honestly, I was just like, wow, that looks great. She showed it to me as it was nice, spick and span clean. I could see. I
If
could
you're
see my
like
dad- it was
paying
nice.
for that service, if your loved one is buried somewhere and they're like, we have a groundskeeper service, would you like them to for an extra fee? Da, da, da.
Yeah,
You're asking for it, but like these
that's true.
Barry, what do you have against people that are trying to make the world a better place?
Yeah.
for clicks and
Yeah,
for
I get
monetary gain, you don't have to fucking post that
Listen,
shit. If you want to be a nice person, go do that shit.
Let's
I
not go
love
down
shit.
that
Go do
path
shit.
because I have some thoughts on people doing things for the wrong reason, bro. We're not going to
Any
go
bad
down that
reason.
today.
Let's do it.
Let's do a giveaway. Let's clean it. Let's lighten the mood. Let's lighten the mood up, dog. Go ahead and tap up Paulina's giveaway.
Woo!
She sent us a friendly reminder today, or was it yesterday? Was it
Friendly
today?
reminder.
Last week.
Friendly reminder. Don't forget to promote this upcoming event for my job. I said, that's weird. At UPS, when people ask me to do extra work for free, I usually tell them to, hey, so make sure we go to the Mariachi USA, the Rady Shell, San Diego. Ticketmaster is where you can
Hey,
find
that
it.
sounds dope.
Mariachis and San Diego, produced by, no puedo ver, Rodri, June 14th. So it looks fun, dude. Mariachi Divas, Mariachi Nuevo Tecatlan, Tecalitlan,
What is that?
Mariachi Campanas de América, Mi Tierra Ballet Folclórico, and fireworks. Why don't they say cohetes, fool? Stay on brand. Why they fucking gotta go
They,
fireworks?
Potato
they're trying to
salad.
maximize audience
And
attendance.
potato salad with raisins. Go back to the flyer. Let me see what else it said, brother.
That's Americans, right? Blah, blah, blah,
Look at
blah,
that.
blah, blah. Oh, fireworks.
That sounds like it's going to be a good time. Our
It
good friend
is.
Paulina, she is going to be donating a pair of tickets. We have to come up with a thing, though. We have to come up with a way that she is going to give these tickets away.
Something that she might notice.
Something. You know what? Go on her page. Go on her page. And whoever leaves the most outlandish / funniest comment on her most recent post, Gupta is going to go on there, review it, and choose a winner June 14th.
Thanks,
We're
Junior.
going to choose a winner this Friday. We'll choose a winner this Friday, and who's going to give the Mariachi? Mariachi USA has a weird name. I feel like ICE would be at a fucking event named Mariachi
I think they're
USA,
I
bro.
think that's who's
Is this a
posting
fucking
this.
trap?
I think they're putting it on.
Dude, are we doing something wrong?
Bro, the fireworks last part, and then some guy at the ice office, like, hey, bro, you're going to give us away, dude. Fireworks out of nowhere.
bro,
Everything
this-
else is mariachi and Mexican and fireworks.
And potato salad. Are we Trojan horsing this thing, dude? Like, we're inviting everybody to like go and apply to get
Damn,
free
I'm torn. Should I
tickets, dude?
tell you not to go?
Yeah.
Hey, don't go.
Mariachi USA.
Bring your papers.
Go on there.
The tienes papeles to her?
Yep.
Yeah, wow, Barry.
Wow, Barry.
I don't know if you're dark enough to say that kind of shit.
Yeah,
homie.
he is.
I said it
Yes.
with a twang.
Oh, what a twang. 20 twang, twang.
Like that, you can
Go
do that.
out there. I don't know who's putting it on. It's one of her radio stations, which includes 92.5, Jammin' Z90, and 91X. So it could be one of those three, if not all
It
of
does
those
look cool.
three.
It looks
Hey,
badass.
Brought to you by twang. I would be
anything-
nervous.
Look at, brought to you by twang.
Uh-oh. U.S. Bank.
Oh, shit.
Jaritos has been bought out by an American conglomerate.
There it is, bro. Go on her page, leave a message. We'll go through the messages and we'll choose a winner. Anything at the Rady Shell is gonna be tip top, bro. Any show, any live performance there is probably gonna be. No, neither have I. I've seen videos though, and it looks pretty awesome. It looks pretty.
You can
awesome.
like use a kayak or other flotation device to pull up alongside.
Oh, kind of like what is that belly up? Or who does something like that where you can
Humphreys?
Humphreys by the bay.
Doesn't the shell have a similar setup?
Dude, some of the best concerts I've gone to have been at Humphreys. I sound like an old fucking dude who wears penny
Jimmy
loafers.
Buffett.
Who wears penny loafers to a fucking
I saw Australian
concert,
Pink
bro.
Floyd there with the laser show and the floating pig. Oh.
The Fab Four. They were great.
I saw Rodrigo y Gabriela there, bro. Yeah. That's more
They
like
started
it.
the whole thing of people
They
punching
got
their
down there.
guitars.
They do the little flamenco shit, dude. It gets down. I've seen Madness. Wifey was pregnant with our first child and went to go see Madness there. I top 3 venues for me. I'm gonna give it to you.
Shea Cafe.
I'm gonna give it to you now.
Yeah.
Belly Up Tavern in Cardiff, Solana Beach. It gets
Solana
down.
Beach.
It gets down.
Yep.
The
Great
best
spot.
shows I've been
Great
to
spot.
are there. Humphreys by the Bay, excellent. I've seen many a great show, many a great band there. Number 3, relax. Don't come at me. North Park Observatory.
That's
That's a
one of the
fucking
best.
top tier, dog.
Come on, Ron.
top tier.
Who's gonna fight you on that?
And this month, we're gonna be giving away tickets to the upcoming North Park Observatory show, and it's this Saturday, and it is the world famous Screeching Weasel, Screeching Weasel, and the Dickies, bro. And there's a band called Jack Tripper. And I've heard about this band numerous times prior, and I saw it on the bill. I was like, oh, this could be a legit show. We started that little giveaway promotion yesterday on the Emo Brown page. Head on down to the Emo Brown page.
That's gonna be dope.
Follow, like, comment. That gets you a ticket into the drawing to win a pair of tickets for this Saturday show at North Park Observatory, where it's Los Compas from Screeching Weasel and the Dickies and Jack Tripper.
The Incredible Shrinking Dickies.
Unreal, bro. That's a good show. That's a good show.
It's a great venue.
It's a great venue.
I played there
Have you really?
when it was the North Park, the Birch North Park Theater.
So you haven't played
I've
there.
been
So
the
you haven't played at the
backstage.
observatory.
The observatory.
You haven't played at the observatory.
I'm sorry, they're erasing our history.
Before.
Yeah, oh, take it easy,
Live
fucking
Nation.
Doctor.
The Live
Back to the
Nation.
Future. The fuck, your fucking arm's gonna disappear while you're playing the guitar on stage, bro. It's like I can't play, Johnny B.
I don't think it hurt. I don't think it would hurt.
Oh, you guys, your kids were like this.
Oh,
you may not
man.
like this, but your grandkids are gonna love
Go
it.
on there. Go on there on the webpage, on our page,
That's gonna be
Emo
a
Brown,
dope show.
and make sure you just put in that information and you qualify by making sure you do all of the prerequisites. I talked to Lieutenant Hoyos. I was out there being A1 bootlicker last week, dude. He took me out to lunch. We were hanging out.
What
We're
is he
talking.
trying to buy your vote? He's running for chief or what?
Yeah, he was, he's running for something. He said he follows you.
I also said this. I was not able to verify because his page is private. So
You omitted.
I went on everybody's page that commented on that post.
You went
I
on
clicked
race.
on their page.
Bro,
I clicked on who they were following to see if I was at the top of that list. When you're private, I can't do that. And it doesn't say follow back on his private profile.
Private what?
So, private profile.
I think that's not his. I mean, not your fault. It sounds like a him.
Thank
problem.
you.
There we
Thank
go.
you. Thank
Tell me you
you.
hate cops, bro.
Listen, dude.
Anyways,
There's donating.
we had a great lunch. He hit me up. Is like, and I told him, I said, hey, dude, let's fucking bring you into the warehouse. We'll have like a little, like a little event,
Soiree.
where we either have like coffee with a copper, pints with a whatever,
Crack with a cop.
With the
some
priest.
shit. Yeah,
Pints with the priest.
all right. And we have you give us the current climate in our community in Chula Vista, like what's going on, what are some of the developments on crime side currently, and maybe we could just take some questions from the audience, bro.
Wow, are you trying to be city council?
No, I think it's very important, like we were talking about earlier, that we know exactly what the fuck is
I agree
going
with you,
on
and I
here
like
in
that.
our community.
I think this is
you
sick.
know, I like and more importantly, I trust Hoyos as the second highest ranking Mexican in the Chula Vista Police Department workforce.
I like that guy.
To
He's
tell
cool, dude.
us what really is going on. He's been on here numerous times. We're not bootlickers because he's here from the streets. He's telling us like, hey, this is what's going on, bro. Like, don't go here, don't go there unless you want to deal with this or deal with that. This is what's going on. I think it's very important now more than ever to know exactly, hey, que pedo? What's going on in Chula Vista? What
As
is your
someone who
feel?
has real time fielded questions from our group, we need a moderator.
Okay, why would happen?
Because we've asked some funny, questionable questions.
Questionable questions.
Questionable questions.
Such as?
when regarding, hey, ask our guest anything.
Oh, yeah. Come on. BJ, you were the moderator.
How many ounces can I smuggle in my sandal?
No, not even with the
No,
cop,
no.
dude. I'm talking about previous guests. I'm not even going to fucking say who,
I
BJ.
said I did not want to read it. You said it came from the good. You read these. I was like,
Well, I
all right,
mean,
I read it.
within reason. Fucking BJ.
Well,
It's like
I
I'm
wanna
talking
know
to my
some of these
oldest kid over
questions.
here.
You don't wanna
Dude.
read it.
Hey, bud, if they're going to say this, maybe don't repeat it.
Well, I was
least you
trying to tell
talked
you they
to
were
me.
saying this. You're like, read it. Go read
He was
it.
like, hey, I'm Ron Burgundy, and I read everything from the teleprompter.
I do it for the people.
But what do you think? What do you feel? Bring a copper in, have him talk to us, or what?
Well, Detective Oils
Yeah.
or whatever. He gave me a challenge coin.
Did he really?
He did.
So he bought you.
I'm an honorary
bootlicker.
deputy cadet. I'm gonna go on ride-alongs.
I got that sticker.
Oh, dude.
I can arrest you right now. It's citizens arrest.
Probably
It's
good.
called
I'm breaking a lot of
foreplay.
laws.
I got
Hey,
the
what
coin.
did fucking Mr. McGruff do? Crime Dog McGruff.
Like,
Yeah.
You were telling me about that shit earlier. That sounded bananas.
You want to talk about crime? You want to talk about the crime of the century?
take a bite out of crime.
This happened
Yeah.
actually a little while ago. I'm surprised nobody knew about
Before
this. but
lunch or what?
2014.
Oh,
So just a little bit before lunch. Ruff
Wait.
McGruff, the crime dog actor, gets 16 years in prison. Did you hear about
For
this?
doing what?
For having 1,000 marijuana plants,
Oh,
for having
that's
27
impressive.
weapons, including a grenade launcher, and
Hey,
9,000
that
rounds
fool
of
was
ammunition
fucking-
in his home.
They're just
That
giving
fool was, he
everybody
works
a
with
grenade
ice
launcher.
now, dog.
Everybody has a grenade launcher these
He had a
days.
great grenade launcher in South Park.
He's a
Is that-
drug dog,
He
apparently.
was trying to take a bite out of crime, dog. Shit.
100
Below
marijuana
crime.
plants sounds like you
1,000.
should. 1,000? You should be a deputy. You should be elevated. Actually,
No
You
more
should get in trouble.
deputy. You're a sheriff now.
What if
You
he was just
run
trying to
the
be like,
city, bro.
I took all these away. This is all. I was going to bring it in on Monday.
Frogs are gay.
No,
So yeah, we bring him in.
Oh, yeah.
We're bringing him in.
100%.
Yeah.
I like this approach.
Okay.
I think that this is you see any of those movies where it's all apocalyptic and they have to rebuild a city and they're
Yeah.
trying to do it the best way that
Yeah.
they can. They always start with shit like that. Well, we got to bring everybody in and it needs to be this open forum. And we should all kind of at least have some sort of ears and eyes on the situation.
No drinks. We do this. We do
should
this
probably,
straight.
You should probably
And I'm
stick
out.
to coffee.
We'll do this straight. We don't want it to get out of hand.
You should probably stick to coffee.
Okay, go ahead.
Paper cups, nothing you can throw.
Yeah. I think that the drinks and the booze
Okay.
could be reserved to maybe like a more intimate setting where you kind of know that the people are there to just to have a really good conversation.
Cocktails with
And they're really trying to get
I like
some
it.
issues.
We're gonna reach out to
resolved.
some of our coffee vendors that are in the group that fuck with Emo Brown and everything, and see if maybe they'd like to post up, and maybe they make a donation of coffee, or maybe we just sell it at a friendly price, $2 a cup, whatever the cost is, and just bring it everybody. Maybe we reach out to like our local bakeries and be like, hey, we want to host this. How much? Blah, blah, blah. We get we support a local business. Maybe La Concha on E Street. We buy up a bunch of pan dulce. Maybe we buy up a bunch of coffee from a local vendor, and we just have a nice little coffee with a copper.
Coffee with cops.
Coffee with a donuts with the detective.
We should
They're
even it
all
out and do
detectives.
coffee with a
Yeah.
criminal too.
They're all
though.
just kinda like-
LSD
they're all
with
just
the
kind of-
lieutenant.
They're all incognito.
Yeah.
You didn't even know they're there.
LSD with the
detective.
lieutenant.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
There's just a
You know.
guy dressed up as a bush in the corner.
He's just got
drinking
those
coffee.
glasses with the mustache on. Like everybody has those same glasses on. Like
The
Hey,
Joe
cops.
Cops.
I'm sorry.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, let's look at doing that. We're giving away Mariachi USA. Bring your papers. I don't trust that fucking thing.
The fireworks
Curly.
part.
Just in case,
I don't
bro.
know what. Hey, I don't know what fireworks. They
Hey, go
mean
back to
by
that fucking flyer, dude. Go back to that.
Oh, I lost it already.
Hey, there's gonna be fireworks.
Mariachi. All different mariachis. Fucking everything you've ever wanted. Fireworks. I don't know, bro. Mariachi USA might be a fucking trap.
Birria,
dude.
guachitos,
Mariachi USA
fireworks.
Festival, bro. They're at the fucking Radio Shell, Jacobs. We have a pair of tickets for you June 14th. Hey, bitch, June 14th is next weekend?
Sure is. Next
Son of
Saturday.
a biscuit.
Well,
That's crazy.
what was
bro.
happening on?
I don't know. Half of the year is gone.
Oh, okay. You're one of the. Well, it goes
Hey, but
by
you know
so
what?
fast.
You've done some. You've done more. You've done some shit.
You've been doing some
You've been
shit.
doing shit.
It goes by fast when you're having fun,
Yeah,
Steven.
let's wrap this up in the way where we're like reflective of the good shit we've done so far for the first half of this fucking year, dude.
I like it. I like the
All
direction.
right, like congratulations on 75 hard to you, to me, and anyone else who did it.
100%.
Gupta, hey,
Oh, wrong
big
button.
up Gupta, bro. There's no camera on our IT guy, but just know this: he quit 2 times. He quit 2 times before he actually started for the 3rd time and finish it. For me, that is a round of applause. That's harder, dude. That is a lot harder to do. You know? Big ups.
That's awesome.
Congratulations on your marathon.
Thank you, sir.
That is amazing.
Thank you, sir.
What is next? Maybe we fight the fucking power dog.
You wanna?
You know? Maybe. They ain't seen a brown skinned man since
go.
the fucking grandparents
Straight
bought
up.
one.
We're fire, bro.
Rolling
Let's
down
start a
Rodeo.
fire, bro.
Hey, why did the fucking
Hey.
Rage
Wait,
Against the Machine
come out? I don't know.
Hey, we start fire. And
ahead.
it goes against ice, bro. We just
Yeah.
fight ice. That's all we do. That's all we
wow.
do.
That's
Let's go.
low-hanging
fight
fruit.
ice.
Pontificating over
That's
here.
what we're doing?
Maybe not. They seem like they're pretty heavily armed.
Yeah.
Don't really want to. We'll just pick up their smoke.
We're trying to end it positive, ho.
Oh.
Fuck.
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been looking back at some of the nicer things I've done in my life, not just this last few months, but
Because you haven't done shit.
that's right. For the last 5 years, I haven't done shit because I've been a busy, hardworking father. And Pete's birthday is this week, so I've been all nostalgic, looking at all his old pictures and shit. So I'm gonna play these for you. While I'm doing this, I would like to play a little game. I went through my phone because I had my storage was eaten up, and I was like, "What the fuck is eating up my storage?"
Pornhub.
Yes, no, I don't save them.
Ashley Madison.
Found out that every time you send a voice memo in a text, like instead of texting, I'll send a voice memo sometimes. It just saved it to my phone. So I have every voice memo since 2002.
I'll delete those.
And Pete is notorious for just grabbing my phone and texting people. Even this guy has gotten one.
Hi, Steve. This is Pete. I love you.
So
Can you believe that?
He'll just pick up the phone
Hey,
and send you random
fuck
shit.
Cameo. I got this one for free from Pete, dude.
Bro, that's so fucking.
Well, this was the one that started the whole thing. Because I heard this, I was like, you know what? This could be a bit. I need to show Steve some of the things Pete has said to him over the years. So this is his buddy Pete. We're gonna look at Pete and we're gonna hear Pete.
Please don't put me in the fridge. Happy Halloween.
Oh,
Let me tell you what he said.
What?
Don't put me in the fridge. Happy
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I tell
Hold
all
on.
the kids
That's criminating.
that are at that age, I tell them, hey, act right. Listen to your parents. I'll put you in the fucking fridge, homie.
Theo Steve, thanks for the beer.
Yeah, pretty much. So I tell my nephew that too, and he's like, don't put me in the fridge today, Theo Steve. And I was like, I will put you in the fridge.
This guy also gives it back though.
Thank you, Wienerhead.
Thank you, Wienerhead.
That was
Long
from
time
a
favorite.
gift that he
Well
gave to him.
deserved.
But
Long-time
he
favorite.
has.
It's just a joke. You're not a Wienerhead. Laser Latino.
Oh,
Laser Latino.
You're not a wienerhead, laser Latino.
Wait.
Nice, bro.
Wait,
Yeah.
you call yourself the Laser Latino? That's why you said it.
I do not. I do not call myself Laser Latino. That was a name bequeathed on me during the AOL chat group era.
Yeah, handsome little guy.
Don't have to worry about that.
This is my favorite one. I'm going to end it on
Laser
this one.
Latino has entered the chat group.
The proudest achievement of many parents
that's
is
it.
potty training.
Okay.
And he figured it out pretty quickly. He's been doing it for a long time. I think he was about 2 when we started.
Right.
This is 2-year-old Pete.
Mama, they wear a big poop. I wear a small poop.
What did he say?
Big.
And Daddy went a big poop and I went a small
Oh,
poop.
There it is.
dude, that's
There it
cute.
is.
Most of my voice messages I found out are just about Pete talking about poops. Like I had to pick
Most
the
of
best
my
ones.
voice-
Yeah, it's
voice
like,
messages
Mama,
are
I
just-
pooped. Mama.
My kids
So
just say
many poop
gyat
messages.
for everything, bro. Yeah. You have a level 2 gyat, Dad. I said,
Do you know what a
"Motherfucker, I
gyat
squatted
is?"
today. Yeah, it's your ass cheeks,
Oh,
bro.
look at him.
Fuck, dude. I have
What a
kids.
Sigma.
Yeah, I know what that one is too, dude.
I don't know any of
Shit.
this. Jesus
Rizla.
Christ, I gotta
Wait.
step on my dad game.
It's coming. It's coming. Don't step on anything. Just relax.
I won't. I won't.
Need you to
Almost stepped
chill.
in on during the race.
Walk to fucking Asian Bistro.
We got to do that first.
Doing it.
We drink a bottle on the way.
Of what?
Zin.
No. We passed the bottle. Look at it. We passed the bottle around, and between however many people go, we got to finish it by the time we get there.
Okay, this is the part
That's
of the
where I'm gonna lose you.
challenge
Yeah,
where
baby.
Barry gets excited because he wants the walking. I saw it in his face.
I want the
not so excited.
camaraderie.
The-
I just want to hang out with my friends.
you just wanted to chug a bottle of Jack.
I could
D.
do that without you, all right? But I'd rather do it with
He
you.
does do that without you, bro.
I did that for a little while ago.
Yeah, we'll get it all done.
Okay, a bottle. Okay, but
Bottle.
that one, honestly, it's gone. It's a long time overdue.
Mhm.
So that one,
That's
I don't
what
even.
I'm saying.
I'm not even going to talk about that right now. Like, oh yeah, let's go. We already got gung ho about it. We didn't do it, so let's just do it, and then get that one over and done with.
I thought our last challenge was going to be us trying to see who can make the most money off our feet for a month.
Oh shit, we got to look into that. We got to
I
make
have been looking into it. What are you
Emo
talking
Brown
about?
feet.
How much? What's the average here?
The numbers are lucrative.
I feel
but
like the.
it depends how much work you want to put in.
Okay, all right, center.
I saw videos, people saying they've paid all their bills from sending feet pictures to dudes.
Okay.
I got some lady
Quick
like
question,
feet.
real quick. full transparency. You can answer if you want.
$3.99.
If you found out
gonna put this on
that you could, you made more money exclusively, just selling your feet to men, would that just be your thing? Would you be
Fuck yeah.
comfortable with it?
Fuck yeah. Let me put myself on the camera. Fuck yeah. If somebody wants to pay me for pushing my feet, man, woman,
Hit that
bear,
Alex Jones button.
fucking octopus, I don't care.
Hit
I
that
will
Alex
sell
Jones
you
button.
picture of my feet. Which one?
Yeah, there it is, the gay ball.
There you go, brother.
If somebody,
I can't believe Alex Jones put that on here, dude. That's so
awesome.
crazy.
If they reach out to you and go, "Hey, listen," or you're just on there and then you just get a bunch of dudes. Like there's almost
I
no
already
chicks
get a
asking.
bunch of dudes, bro. Go ahead.
You send your feet no matter what.
That's what the button's for.
Dude, you know what my biggest bunch of dude getter move is?
What is it? What is it?
I just
Hey,
jump
I'm
in
Steve,
my,
I'm on a podcast.
I just jump in my fucking truck, and every
All the
dude
dudes.
40 and up to like hella old. Hey, nice truck, brother. Hey, what you got under there, brother? Hey, mijo.
Nice legs.
I wanted to throw.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about the truck, papa.
That's my biggest dude getter, bro. Would I sell my feet? Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, bro.
Don't even think about it.
Why?
I'm trying to think about how these dudes
I
are
won't.
like using AI to map like a realistic woman on top of themselves, and they just e-girl it. Like dudes with a digital woman placed over them, so you don't see me, but she's moving, doing everything I'm doing right now, and they're making like racks.
What if it's
Racks.
the AI chick over you,
Mhm.
and then though it's really your feet,
That'd be perfect because I got great feet.
and it's like, hey,
Not
There's
greater
a
than
reason
mine.
I wear socks to hide these from the world because you're not ready.
I think
Not for free.
I think that would be cool.
Not for free. You're not me. I'm the other way around. I just show these motherfuckers everywhere I'm
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, see,
Cover
I'm a
'em up.
subscription service. You're
Cover 'em
YouTube over here.
Okay, that also we did talk about that, so we'll get back to that one. But what's the new? What's another challenge that we can do that's a little bit more? I don't know. What are you thinking? Physical, mental?
I think we've done both already. Let's goof off a little bit.
Okay, you want
The
to get
foot one
fucked
is
up?
physical and mental.
Yeah, let's
No,
No,
you guys are going to be
999.
brokenhearted when my feet
No,
make more money.
999.
nothing like that, but let's fuck off a little bit. Let's
Okay, what do
do
you
the
wanna do?
fucking hot wing challenge or something simple, dude. Something easy. We still got to do the walk. That's not a challenge. That is a bet. That is a promise. That is something we need to accomplish.
Okay.
So that's punto aparte. And I think we drink the Henna Berry Long Hair collaborative whiskey bottle on the walk up there.
Only if Bardo's with
If
us.
Bardo's, what the fuck you think? Bardo's not gonna go, bro?
He'll run there.
Yeah, how
bro.
fucking Bardo's.
Let's go, guys!
motherfuckers. So we'll have Bardo. We'll invite him over, and we'll do. That's how he talks. Right? Am I tripping?
Just calls everybody motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's just some feet, but we'll do a wing challenge.
Wait, so
first.
wait, the
We could do
feet
like
thing
a
or the-
Hot
no,
Ones
I don't want to
episode.
do the
Like we tried before. We did the Hot Ones episode where I brought the sauces in, and this unbreakable motherfucker just ate the sauces. But
I
we
drank them shits. I
Dude,
snorted
I
one,
fucking
bro.
love hot sauce. Dude.
we
I
can
can
up,
see-
we
ordered
can
a
up
fucking
the
line of
ante.
hot sauce.
I will probably melt, but I'll do it. I ate every hot sauce with you. I
Yeah,
just
you
did
did.
not do it beautifully. But we could do like
pretty
an
good at hot
actual
sauce.
Hot Ones episode where we have the three of us next to each other, the wings of death lined up, and we have somebody else interview us. Maybe we can get like friend of the show Darren Smith to interview us.
Okay. Maybe we do that.
But they have to eat the hot wings too, because that's
Yeah.
part of the rule.
Okay, maybe we do that. That could be good. Or maybe we leave it up to people who watch and follow and support and ask them what should our next challenge be with parameters
I'm not
Like-
cleaning any graves.
like a food-based
Why not?
challenge because we haven't done a food-based challenge this year. And we've already done mental, we've done physical, and we're going to continue to do those.
All right, if that's the structure, then the food-based challenge could be the hot wings.
Cool. We'll figure it out then.
Well, why don't we just figure it out?
we get wings from the Bellas.
There it is.
I bring the sauces.
Okay.
We sauce them up here. And bing, bang, boom. 10
Do
up,
we
10
watch
down.
the movie The Rock?
No.
Well,
that's-
that is happening?
That's Los Peliculeros. That's a whole other thing people could check out
When are we doing that?
on the YouTube.
We already said that we were going to do it on.
On
We
Monday.
picked a day. Wasn't it
we?
today?
I don't even know. I don't.
I
even
think
know.
we said we were going to do it today.
Well, let's
and
do it next
today's not
Monday.
happening.
Let's do it next Monday.
I'm out.
Next Monday too?
I have a gig.
move it.
Yeah. We move mountains and shit for you, bro.
Did you?
We're here.
Just find out
Thank
when.
you for your service. Thank
Barry,
you.
just find out when Los Tortugas are playing, and then you move into their space, and then you just free up your
I
fucking
saw
Monday.
Yoko owned it himself and showed it like the tortugas all open for the fuck's
I
sake.
saw Paul at Mason Brewing when I went and played the fundraiser event.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Great.
I made sure to talk to him about that. Be like, I don't know what Steve has said to you, but he's been saying it. So I'm
Nothing.
sure he said something to you. He's like, yeah, the same thing. He's like, Steve didn't say anything. I'm like,
Yeah, fool.
he's been openly saying it on the podcast. I don't know why he wouldn't text you something like
No.
this, but I didn't do that on purpose. In fact, I didn't know you were playing.
Barry
He
outing
didn't know you were
himself,
playing.
bro. Outing himself, bro.
I would never try to step on a friend's dick.
Wow.
If I didn't know them, I'd be
What
like,
if the
"Fuck
friend
them."
liked that kind of shit?
Then
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
$30.
High heels.
There it
Foot
is.
Finder.
Fucking guy. Hey, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness.
Oh,
It is-
let's do
it is-
something around that.
It is Pride Month.
Let's do something around that,
there's
too.
a lot of things to do,
What
bro.
would you like to do about that?
Maybe we can. Maybe
What if we do a week?
What if we
week
walk
challenge?
the fucking Pride parade, bro? Or did that happen already?
When is the Pride Parade? Hey, why don't we
Maybe
just?
that'll be my marathon, bro.
Why don't we divvy it up? If either every week, because we're doing this show every week, so every week from here on out, like for a month, we do the week challenge,
Okay.
and then we'll get back together. We'll talk about it that
There it
Monday,
is,
and then
bro.
we're going to the next one, and then boom, boom, boom.
I like how you're so transparent.
I like how Jeff
bro.
calls the shots now.
Yeah. Oh damn. Hey, Peaches has a problem with that.
No,
don't-
you said I did, so now I do.
I only
3 p.m. we started today, and the first thing says, "Oh, Lozano calls the shots now." I was like, "Damn
texted
fool!"
It appears
I
the
texted
parade will be
Barry, I
on
said, hey.
July 19th.
There it is. Maybe we do that in celebration of Pride Month.
We got to do something.
Let's make an Emo Brown float.
I'm not. That takes a lot of time and effort, bro.
Okay, let's have it
Let's
made.
let the Emo Brownies do it, and we'll be on it.
Fool, it'll fucking explode or some shit.
We'll turn a UPS truck into a float.
Here you go, bro.
How about we have a podcast during the parade?
Mobile podcast on the
Just
float.
a mobile podcast as we walk through the fucking parade.
We're gonna get so many comments on this one. You guys should do this for the Pride. You should do this for the Pride Parade. I bet you that we won't have to worry about. That'll come our way.
I'm down though. I'm down to support the cause. I'm down to support men's mental health.
Men's mental health. What does it mean? Maybe we'll
that,
bring in
that
somebody.
one should be. That one should.
We should
do
bring in
something for that.
our therapist friend.
Who's that?
I don't know. I'm sure we got one.
Yeah, we have a few. We'll figure that out.
Why don't we hold like for men's mental health? Why weren't you doing like some sort of
The link up?
bros?
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
together. And,
I like the bros. We can do that.
I don't know. I don't know what you called it, but like
The link up brought to you by Chicle. Oh yeah,
Oh, that's-
yeah.
that's
he
already a
usually
thing,
does
but-
it on in National City on Highland with the Vision Culture crew. But yeah, we can have him fucking host it here this time, and we do a whole thing. You know,
They've been doing it here.
I don't know. I think you're wrong. I think you're
They
wrong.
did a few here, then
Yeah,
maybe
no, they
moved it
did a
back,
few. Yeah,
but-
and then I think they go
yeah,
back.
and
we
then
can do that.
and then 30 beers. We can drink 30 beers.
in a day.
Look at we'll get in a circle for men's mental health and we'll pass the bottle around.
Hmm.
And then anytime you're forced to speak and share something from your fucking internals, but then you also got to fucking code it down.
Musical shots, and then
Yeah, we instantly make you share your feelings and then just bottle them right back.
yeah.
How dare you share that with us?
Why don't we do
Thank you
like
for sharing
you
that.
remember Scared Straight? Why don't we do
Yeah.
one of those things? We'll bring a comic to come in, and then we'll put him in the setting, and he just roasts everybody once they divulge their deepest, darkest, most sentimental feelings. Then we'll have the comic roast him, and then we all laugh.
We just
There
have
it is.
Steve do that.
I could do that for free. Hey, you know, speaking of guilty pleasures, bro. You know what I enjoy watching and listening to these days on YouTube? What's that channel called or what's the show called?
Podcast cringe.
Podcast cringe, bro.
What is that?
Where they take your favorite podcaster, fucking Joe Rogan, and they just shit all over him, bro.
Oh, what? My
like
buddy?
they take
My
everything he
friend?
says and they just kind of flip the script and be like, "Oh, fucking Joe Rogan is there." And it's like it's pretty fucking hilarious. And they go in on
They
all
go in
of
on
his-
Joe, but they mostly go in on like Burt Kreischer and Brennan Schaub
They
seem to be
hate
just
Burt Kreischer
target
and
number one.
Brendan Shaw.
I
dude.
knew that the world hated Brendan Schaub. I thought everybody loved Bert.
I
Gringo
guess
Poppy.
not. I think he's outworn his comedic welcome.
I think he's just. I feel like he's just the same guy all the time. I think he's done. I think he's out of material.
It's all entertainment for me. Like I don't care. Like what kind of a reaction they give or get, whatever. It's for me. It's all entertainment. I'm like, oh, it's fun.
So, anyways, they bring multiple clips of different
yeah.
podcasts.
Well, they focus on one thing.
but
Like
they shit on it. How?
just by being transparent with it. It's like, oh, this fucking guy doesn't understand how much of a fucking twat he is. You know, like that shit like that. And then they like just
I feel like there's this guy that he's a chef and he watches. He does
that,
the same
the
but
thing.
guy
for
TikTok.
podcasts.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
but for
yeah,
podcasts.
that guy's pretty funny.
He's like, I guess I'd leave chicken out in room temperature for 2 days
Yeah,
before fucking
yeah,
bake.
yeah,
like shit
yeah.
like that, dude.
the big thing with the podcast cringe dude is like he's very in tune with the I guess fan groups.
Oh, he's on all the Reddit groups, bro.
Yeah, so
all
like
the subreddits.
Reddits
He's
and,
like
he's
on top
he's
of
in
it.
tune with the fans. Like he's a fan of comedy and he's a fan of these people. But like at
He's
the
a
end of the day,
megaphone.
like yeah, he just goes in there and he's like reading the comments. That's
Yeah.
basically what he's doing. Is like
That's cool.
so
I
like
always
funny.
forget. What's the
Yeah.
dude from the Flagrant?
Andrew Schultz.
They go in on Andrew Schultz all the time. They go in on Brendan Schaub all the
I
time.
don't know why that makes sense to me. I feel like they all kind of in a weird way are make fun ofable.
They've gotten to a point where it feels like this. What their take is that comedy has gotten to a point where it's just so lofty and full of itself. Like we're untouchable. We're comedians. We're a different class of people.
Yeah.
Like there's a level
Yeah.
of comedy that people see as like untouchable like that. So this guy's like, no, they're
They've
fucking
become
comedians
out of
and-
touch with what they've started. They've made money.
Yeah.
They've become millionaires, and they're no longer like the same comedians, allegedly, according to the subreddits.
Feels like they're holding people
I always
accountable.
think that's weird. I always think it's weird when somebody, even with bands, and I'm guilty of having this sentiment about bands, especially in the punk rock scene. But I'm always like a little like, so who are you to tell anybody or any band what they should start playing or how they should start sounding or what they should start saying? I feel like it ultimately comes back to you as being kind of a, I don't know, kind of douche.
elitist.
Yeah, what you're criticizing them of doing, you're kind of doing yourself just by the
Without the money.
Yeah, without the money and being hypercritical of it is like,
Oh, I bet that podcast Grinzy was making them bang.
oh yeah, for sure.
sure.
That's why he's doing it.
And it's a faceless YouTube. That's what blows my mind. He doesn't even show his own face. He just shows
Yeah.
all lips.
him.
Yeah.
Shows
Show
clips from other
him.
shit.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
There's one dude that I follow that shows his face and he's out about and doing everything and like
Comedy enforcement.
Okay, he's funny. Is he
We
the
follow all
Mexican
the same
dude? Is
shit,
he the
yeah.
Mexican guy?
Yeah, yeah. He's always
fucking,
singing in like a dark room.
he's fucking hilarious. I like him. And then I like the Australian guy who's just kind of fucking rails on these comedians, bro. Like podcast comedians.
That's pretty
like
that's
hard.
funny.
Okay,
That's
my
comedy.
every night I do the dishes. Like the kids are asleep.
Let it be
and,
known.
And I procrastinate. Like I procrastinate until everyone's done. So I'll go and I do the dishes. And part of my dish routine is that I'll go rip a quick bizzle and then I'll come out and I'll put my fucking my phone on top of the ledge that I have window I can see out of, and I start doing the dishes and put my headphones on my
Washing the same dish
and
for
I'm
like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
bro. I watch so many shows like that. I didn't know it took 47 minutes to wash 5 dishes, dog. But I'm staying there. I'm watching it, dude.
Tupperware all has holes.
Those are my guilty pleasures. Like I enjoy watching that kind of shit. Some guys like porn.
shit.
I like comedians getting fucking roasted on.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? No, if there was a porn star who was a comedian and she roasted fools, I'd watch that shit. Too.
That'd be pretty.
That might be the move.
I think that would catch you.
I gotta urinate. Excellent show. 2 hours and 46 minutes.
Close. Want to try again while I get this ready?
2 hours and 44
Less.
minutes. 2
I
hours
got to hit
and
record, so I don't know.
36. Tell me.
Didn't feel that long.
2 hours and 8 minutes.
Champ chit. Champ chit.